What's up, team? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are well today. All right, guys. So we got AMC dipping down a little bit in pre-market. Yesterday, they had their quarter 2 earnings where they announced that they're also going to be doing their special preferred dividend called APE under the symbol APE. APE stands for AMC preferred shares, and so we'll see what happens on that front as well. We also got Tesla after their shareholder meeting, deciding on their split today as well. We got Draftkings earnings, Dkng moving also. We're gonna put a bunch of different charts up here. I think we could put Tesla, SPY, AMC. Now, let me know anything that you're watching this morning. I haven't really looked at the gappers list yet. It's still 5:30 in the morning for me. So let me know what you guys are watching here today, and yeah, we'll see what we get. So far, AMC is down to 17s here in pre-market. Really, it's not really down much more. It hasn't really done too much since. Draftkings is up a little bit. We'll look to see if their earnings are actually out from them yet. And so, yeah, bullish or bearish. We're going to do our Twitter poll as we do here. And yeah, let me know what you got, guys. Let me do epidemic sounds, putting up in Zynga. All right, man. I need some coffee. What's you guys doing today? How did you guys do yesterday? What's up, DS? BBIG was T12 halted, which means it's an investigational halt, which means that the Nasdaq is looking into it. Is what's going on with BBIG. It's not good. It's not good. Uh, all right. So in terms of gappers, just off a quick look here, we got IONM gapping up. Man, this one's kind of going crazy. IONM is gapping up from about $1 all the way to 4.74s. Went up to 10.80. So potential squeeze play maybe. IONM, MRKR gapping up as well from 33 cents to 66 cents. ATNX gapping up from about 62 cents, 63 cents all the way to $1. AMBO gapping up, PEGY gapping up, TMC gapping up, some ATCO, PGY, another potential old squeeze play is starting to move up a little bit. EBFM is gapping up some, small range though. Net gapping up on good earnings dropped yesterday. CPS gapping up with no volume. Staff is up. FUBO was up on good earnings as well, up to 340s. PRCH, Porch Group up to 203s, but a small gap up. And yeah, that's basically it. And so we got some gaps, not a ton, but IONM, big move there in penny stocks for that one. AMC over 17s. We'll see if that actually holds. Yeah, we trade futures. We trade options too. Yeah, coin. Yeah, we covered the coin partnership yesterday. Yeah, sorry, Daniel. My bad, bro. The reason we deleted that is because we're trying to condense the Discord to one place. I really don't want to discourage people posting on it. But the reason I deleted it is because I wanted to consolidate it to one place, Yeah, coin. Yeah, I got you, man. There you go. But I mean, to be honest, Discord's always been kind of like, I still use it, of course, but YouTube is my main chat room. You know what I mean? If you needed to get in touch with me or contact us outside of Discord, sure. But like, this has always been my main chat room, you know. All right, got it. Yeah, so we got AMC up there at 17. The big question is, does this actually hold? Hey, what's up? What's up, Mo? Hey, stay safe, Pawn. Yep. Ooh, you know what, Daniel? I'm gonna start a crypto section of our Discord just for you, bro. All right, if you want to talk about it with us, I'll be my guest. And I'll tell you what I know about it. You know what I know about it. Again, like this is the way you have to look at cryptocurrency. Hey, what's up, Quan? No, I didn't watch it, bro. No, I didn't watch it, man. Sorry, dude. Like I said, Mo, it's been kind of a really, really busy like 4 days for me. You know. So it's just kind of one of those things where I'm just moving nonstop over the last 4 days. I haven't had a lot of time to do anything really. And so it's kind of one of those things where, you know, I just don't have a lot of time to do much, you know. Plus, to be completely honest, the mood at my house has been kind of sad. Like I said, my grandmother's not doing that great. My wife had some health problems simultaneous to all that stuff as well. And so we just chose, we still want to watch it, but we just don't feel like watching a show about a dude getting thrown in jail having to become friends with a serial killer, you know. But it is something that we want to watch. That's kind of right up our alley with stuff we watch. But yeah. Hey, what's up, George? All right, cool. Yeah, well, that's good, man. Yeah, so today we're watching AMC, IONM, Tesla, SPY, Draftkings for earnings. We're gonna watch HKD as we do here. Anything else we should be watching today? I'm looking at the movers list on Benzinga. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yeah, I don't see too much else outside of this. It's a Friday, but a lot of people are gonna be watching AMC, you know. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous, Menina. Brittany, that is absolutely ridiculous, bro. I mean, honestly, to be completely real though, that was an incredibly dumb decision on her part. And even if she didn't know it was there, if you're going into foreign land, bro, you got to check your stuff, dude. With that said, though, I think Russia is being incredibly strict with her. I think it's a vast overreaction. It's obviously, she obviously wasn't selling the stuff. And I think it was a drastic overreaction. And, you know, I don't want to see her career get ruined because of bad Russia US relations. You know what I mean? And again, while I do think it's her own fault, I certainly think it's too strict, and I think that we should do whatever we can to get her back here, you know, regardless of anything else. I think a lot of people dislike her for political reasons, but like, you know, that shouldn't keep you from lacking empathy. You know what I mean? You know, that shouldn't cause you to lack empathy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming the jobs report as well. Yeah, so DraftKings earnings are coming out today. We're also going to be watching Coin, too. I forgot about Coin. All right, team. So, yeah, we'll see what we get. It should be a fun day. Hey, what's up, TD? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree with you, Michael. I agree with you, Menina. I think it's way too much. D. Yeah, so I agree with it completely. I agree with you guys completely. Is that the real Bulldog trading, or is that a different fake one? Let me see. Okay, so it's a fake one. Or it's not the same Bulldog trading that I know. Okay. Yeah, that's what they're doing. WS. Why would AMC create a dividend when they have so much debt? Because they're trying to boost the price of their stock, of course. You know, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to boost it. Also, we're gonna do our Twitter poll as we do here. All right, guys. So the Twitter post we're gonna have is the Twitter poll we're gonna do is, does AMC rebound over 20 the next week? We're also gonna do another Twitter poll here, referencing Tesla. We're gonna do another one referencing a bunch of different stuff. So be ready for that too. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. All right, so does AMC rebound back over 20 over the next week? Maybe I phrased that wrong. Too many overs, but that's all good. Here's the link for that Twitter poll. Open it up in a new tab. We've been trying to grow our Twitter lately. Yeah. You know, y'all have to understand like the strategy part of this as well. You know, like this. I'm sure. Like think about it like this, right? I'm sure this is Russia's logic behind it. Russia understands that the U.S. is going to try to do a deal. You know, and the bigger the push towards freeing Brittany, the bigger the push towards that, the more leverage that Russia ultimately has. And so by Russia sentencing her to, you know, a big time like that, they're going to understand that the US is going to kind of grovel back to them, being like, hey, look, you know, we'll give you this and this if you free her. And so they're going to have more leverage over the US in terms of negotiations, if they're more strict on her, because that's going to cause even even larger uproar. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what's going on here, you know? So point is, I don't think she's actually going to do 9 years. I think that Russia is just going to get some stuff back, you know? Nah, with current Russia relations, Daniel, you know, who knows when that'll happen, man? You know? All right, team. GOVX Cap, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Here's GOVX right here. It's at 340. It's had a pretty solid day yesterday for GOVX, so that's another one that we might be watching today as well. Again, waiting for Draftkings earnings to drop. All right, so yeah, Draftkings conference call is gonna be scheduled for about 8:30 in the morning, so 9:30 market time for us is when the conference call is gonna be, and so we'll see what happens on that end as well. I think it's 9:30. Let me see. Okay, so it's gonna be at actually 7:30 my time, so 8:30 market time for Draftkings earnings. Yeah, I see that. John, great call on Draftkings. Been holding since 10 in May. Thanks, man. Yeah, Joshua, listen, bro. My swing trades have been on point, man. I'm really going to start to put some money behind it. You know, I really am. Like, I'm going to start to put some money behind my swing trades. I just think that I've been very profitable swing trading over the last few weeks, and I've been trading small, and so I'm going to size up my swing trades, certainly. You know, we're going to size them up and see what happens. Yeah, IONM going crazy. Yeah, IONM, big run already today. And I appreciate everybody that joined us for the AMC earnings call. We had like 10,000 views. You know, we had like 1,000 people plus during the AMC call, like live there with us. So shout out to you guys. We appreciate the support. Anybody that joined us for that, it was chaos in that stream. And yeah, man. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Bull or bear? Bull or bear on AMC over the next month? Here is the link. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be taking any huge pullbacks, Glenn. The only pullbacks I really get involved with are extended dip buys after bad earnings reports, and I hold them maybe overnight, maybe a day or two. So it's not long-term swing trades. I still have huge problems holding on to risk. I don't like holding risk. It's not something I enjoy. It's not something I want to do. And so with that, you know, I try my hardest not to take any big risks in that way. Bro, these marketing efforts are ridiculous, bro. Money wise, their picture is like a girl in a bikini, and they just know men. They know men are gonna click that stuff, dude. They just kind of know how it goes, man. All right, guys. So far, AMC in the last 5 minutes has about 18 votes. 72% are saying yes. 28% are saying no. Does AMC get back over 20 in the next week? AMC currently at 17.15s here. It's 17.15. So you can also vote on this poll right here about AMC. Bull or bear? 54% are bullish. 46% are bearish on this new poll here. Hey, what's up, Tony? Here, let me get that thing sent to you, bro. I don't know if you're going to have time to come on today. It's probably better that, like, you know, with all the craziness, like I said, my bad. I know I keep kind of pushing it back, Tony. I'd love to have you on the stream, man. You're a cool personality to have on here too, and we got to catch up. We'll catch up this weekend. But yeah, it's just been busy, bro. These earning streams have been beating me up, dude. You know, yesterday, if you look at how much I stream every day, right? If you actually look at how much I stream every day, I've been streaming for like 7 hours a day, you know, which, you know, ain't too bad. It's been amazing for growth. You know, we're growing by like thousands of subscribers, but it's tiring, man. It's tiring. Draftkings dipping down a little bit. Yeah, sue me. Do it now, guys. Do it now. Top 2 sewer in the world right now. Is this really Mark Zuckerberg? Wow. I thought it was Dave from Barstool Sports. I gotta retweet this again. What's Dave from Barstool Sports Twitter handle? I got to tag him in this. There he is. Okay. Found him. Hit that like button. Yeah. So today, guys, we have non-farm payroll numbers, unemployment rates dropping. We've got labor force participation rate dropping, our average hourly earnings as well. So non-farm payrolls, unemployment rates are dropping today. We got the average hourly earnings as well. So yeah, that's kind of dropping this morning for the Fed. It's Friday, guys. We ain't got no job. Again, we got auto sales. We got average hourly earnings, average weekly earnings, government payrolls, manufacturing payrolls, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate for July coming out. So yeah, we'll see what we get. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? These are my swing trades over the last few days. I've told you guys about these, right? These are my swing trades over the last few days, right? First one I bought was AMD after the earnings report. AMD had good earnings and dropped. And so I assumed that we might rebound some. And sure enough, we did. We had this drop. I bought it after the dip and we rode it back up over the next day, sold the next morning. We bought Intel here after the dip. Same exact thing. Here was our entry right here. We drew this, but this was our entry right here. And we ended up selling it as it rebounded a few days later, back up to like 37 plus. And so we made money on that trade as well. We also did the same thing with Snap. And we only recently got out of Snap. And so we ended up buying Snap at about 950, sold it at over 10. Or we might still be holding Snap. Are we? We are. Okay, so we're still holding Snap, actually. But we rode that one up as well. Beautiful trade. Made money on that one also. The other one we got into, what was the other one? I want to say we got into one more. Draftkings was really nice. But just the swing trades I've gotten involved with over the last like year, most of them I made money on them. I'd like to see what my actual stats are in terms of swing trades over the last year, because I think we've had a few people here tracking me, and I think a lot of people here don't even day trade. They swing trade and they watch what I do in that regard. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to track to see how I perform in swing trading. Oh, when I've been taking a bunch of different swing trades, Toady. So it's like, yeah, bro, I'm going to miss out on some of them, you know. EVFM. But yeah, what's going on here, guys, with BBIG here? BBIG, man. This will be an interesting watch. It'll be an interesting watch. Bro, is it just me, or is this MGK slowly starting to look more like a goblin? You know? Is it just me? Or is like Machine Gun Kelly, the rapper, just kind of slowly starting to look more and more like a goblin? I feel like he can. I feel like as time goes on, MGK gets taller and taller and skinnier, and his ears are getting pointier as well. It might just be me. I don't know. I'm not trying to hate, but like, I don't know, man. That's just what it seems like to me. You know. BBIG guys halted T12 halt investigational halt from the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is going to be investigating them. And so yeah, we'll see what we get there. Hostile warning. I don't know. Goblin shit. Some of his music's okay too. I don't dislike his music. I mean, some of it's all right. You know, it's kind of nostalgic to like the early 2000s emo music, and so I kind of like some of it. It's not bad. You know, I'm not hating on him, but he just seems like over time that dude's getting taller and taller, skinnier and skinnier, and more goblin like. But maybe I'm wrong. You know. Watch how you talk about, oh yeah, you're in Cleveland. Till I die, right, Tony? I see you. I actually, like I said, I kind of like some of his music. I'm not hating on him, man. You know, over time, Tony, you know this dude has gotten taller and taller, skinnier and skinnier, and his ears are getting pointy. You know, I can't help but think he's a vampire for Interview with the Vampire. Okay, he looks like the vampire bad guys from man, what's the 90 girl vampire movie? Somebody's about to correct me real quick. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He looks like one of the bad guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He really does, too. DraftKings earnings, are they out yet? Are they out yet? DraftKings, pump it up. Look at DraftKings rip up here. So DraftKings earnings are out right now. So DraftKings numbers are out. And these numbers are as follows. They dropped Q2 sales of 466 million, beat the 435.14 million estimate. Quarter revenue increased 68% year over year. Revenue exceeded guidance by more than 30 million. Adjusted EBITDA outperformed midpoint of guidance by almost 40%. So yeah, DraftKings Q2 sales came in at 466 million. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more loose on Twitter this morning. Yeah, guys. So DraftKings posted sales beat up big. Good results for DraftKings, up to 1850s. All right, and this is all from Benzinga. We're getting all this data from Benzinga. They raised their fiscal year guidance from 2.05 to 2.17 billion as well. So yeah. So good news for DraftKings, man. Great results here. Got this from the Benzinga Wire. You can see that there. So yeah, DraftKings doing great. Honestly, props to Money Mitch. Props to Money Mitch. What steps do I have to take to be a very successful trader like you? Well, number one, I'm not going to claim I'm very successful. I'm not claiming anything. I'd rather not have that type of pressure on me to live up to some standard of being some super good expert guru. Also, you have no offense, you have the name of somebody that I banned yesterday for kind of trolling me. And so while I appreciate the compliment there, I'm not claiming to be an expert. I am not claiming to be anything, and but I think if you want to be a successful trader, there's a few things you got to do. You got to understand how long it takes. You got to find the right niche. You also have to remember that trading takes time, and if you jump right in with huge sizing, you're probably just going to lose a lot of money. We had a guy in the AMC stream saying he lost 40,000 over the last few weeks or whatever it was, and I told him, I said, look, man, if you've been trading anything less than a year or two, you need to scale down your size dramatically. You should never be trading with big enough size to where you're going to lose 40K. And so a lot of new traders just trade way too large in the beginning, and it ends up just hurting them. Most traders aren't going to really make money for the first few years. And of course, if you look at online, everybody's turning $1,000 into $1 million in 2 weeks, trying to sell you a course on how to do it, which is all just BS, fugazi nonsense. But that sets unrealistic expectations for traders. In the end, you want to just take it slow, trade small in the beginning, and just work at it. Take it slow, not have any unreasonable expectations and delusions of grandeur, and just kind of take it slow and focus on just getting better. Yeah, top 3 in the world, Why are you watching AMC and BBIG? Well, because they're relevant to the stock market, man, Like, one thing that people got to understand here, sometimes people were like, oh, you trade too small, or oh, you're doing this, or oh, you're doing this. What I do doesn't matter. Like, we're just a media channel. Like, we're covering all the big news in the stock market, and like, yeah, sure, we trade on top of that, and we let you guys watch it, but like, we're just a media channel here. We just cover the big news in the stock market, guys. The channel's called Beginner Trading because it's not really about me as a trader. It's more so about being a resource for beginners and a media channel overall. All right, team. But yeah, DraftKings numbers ripping up. Dumb lollipops in trouble. All right, guys. All right, so the Democrats secured a breakthrough on a $700 billion economic bill. They agreed to support the Democrats' sweeping package that addresses climate change, healthcare, and taxes. And the breakthrough gives Democrats the 50 votes they need to pass the legislation dubbed the Inflation Reduction Act in the coming days. Uh, all right, guys. AMC dipping under 17s. Hey, thank you, Shanice. Hey, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, Shanice. That's right, 100%, man. There's a reason I'm still trading my... Look, I'll put it this way, bro. I'll put it this way, to be honest. And I'm gonna remove Draftkings here from this so you guys can see it. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. All right, like there's a reason that I am still trading a $30,000 account. All right, there's a reason that that's happening. Okay, like to be completely honest, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are just freaking gamblers, bro. They're just gambling their money. They can't stop trading. They force trade. They revenge trade. And there's a reason that they've been on this platform for years and years and years, yet they're still trading futures instead of actually just having a large enough account to be able to buy something directly like the SPY or the Q. And I'm not knocking futures traders because I think it's a great way to get around the PDT rule. But again, you got some traders that are just gamblers. They don't really know how to trade. They get really emotional and they're just kind of gambling up their accounts, right? They're losing thousands of dollars in the market. And I promise you, if you gave them a $20,000 or $30,000 account like I have, they would lose that account within 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It would be gone. It would be over with. And so there's a reason that my account is still around, guys. There's a reason that this is still around is because I truly try to do good in risk management. And I'm really not a gambler. I don't like gambling. I don't like taking obscene risks. I don't think it's fun. I would rather have slow and steady growth in the market. And again, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are not like that. And again, those are the people that are always doing small account challenges. Those are the people that are always like that are still in the futures market after 4 or 5 years, which means they haven't saved up enough money to be able to trade the shares directly. And so in the end, it's just kind of like, all right, you know. Nah, Tony, you're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, honestly, Tony, you're doing okay. You've been trading long enough, but you have a different method, and I think it's fine. You know, I think that if you're trading options, you got to kind of take swings, and that's what you do. And I'm all for it, bro. Do your thing, man. Hey, thank you, T. Yeah, you got to preserve your capital, bro. If you can't sit on a big account without losing it over a 4-month time span, then you need to severely have better risk management. You know, and that's something that people just need to hear. You know what I mean? Sunlight that always stays in about the waterway. It's that sweet life, sweet life, sweet life. I never wanna go home, go home. I'm living in Stockholm, Stockholm. I never wanna go home, go home. Living in Stockholm, Stockholm. I never wanna go home, go home. I'm living in Stockholm, Stockholm. Yeah. Shut up, I got the bed, All right, team. IONM going absolutely crazy. Yeah, there's AMC up there. IONM. Back over VWAP. It's at 580s. I'm looking at the catalyst for this now for IONM. Halted to a circuit breaker. They changed to continue streamlining operations on the path to becoming cash flow positive for operations. That dropped in July. I don't see the catalyst for IONM. It's a pretty small float stock. No short float, though. Yeah, no short float, roughly. It's got about 5.5 million float, so it's a smaller float. No real catalyst here for IONM. So if you guys know why it's running, let me know. It might be sympathy. It might be a pump. Who knows? Yeah, people lose big for a number of different reasons. The main reason people lose big is this, right? People lose big. Should I do this so you guys can see me? The main reason people lose big is because they don't know when to step away, bro. Like, again, like, okay, take yesterday as an example. All right, take yesterday, real example. All right, yesterday, the market was not favorable. I was up a little bit. I was up like 20 or 30 bucks yesterday. But by the time like 10 a.m. rolled around, the market had gone up to highs, down to lows, up to highs, down to lows over and over again. Right? The market had just chopped. There was no edge. There was no real market to take advantage of. And so rookie traders might continue pushing in those moments. Experienced traders need to learn how to say, hey, look, that's it. I'm not going to keep pushing that. I'm going to take a step away. I'm going to close down the stream. I'm going to go do something else. And if you can't do that, you're going to destroy your accounts. If you can't do that, you're going to destroy your accounts. If you look at the SPY yesterday, the SPY did that all day. There was literally no favorable price action. And so if you get stubborn and greedy and you're unable to cut, this is what you get stuck in, guys. Look at the SPY. Up to highs, down to lows. 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 Over and over and over again. If you keep pushing in that environment, you are going to lose. And so a lot of traders just don't know how to step away, man. And some of it's part of their personality. Some of it's just kind of like a gambling personality. I'm not a gambler, bro. I don't like losing money. I don't like the rush of trading. I want my trading to be as boring as humanly possible. And that might not be fun for some people to watch, but like that's real profitable trading. You know, is what that is. That's how people really stay profitable and protect their account more than anything. But again, everybody don't have the personality for it. And again, it goes back to say that everybody doesn't have the personality to be a trader, to be completely honest. You know, some people are just not suited towards it, you know. Hey, what's up, Burrow? IONM cup? Yeah, man. We got a little bit of a cup forming here. It's got to get up to like, I would say for the cup to be where I would want it to be, it need to get up to like 7. Hey, nice, Gary. Hey, good luck. Yeah, we will see, you guys. Yeah, I'd have to get the contract up, Tony. PSNY, isn't that Polestar? That's Polestar, right? It's EV. Draftkings EPS beat. To be honest, they're not showing their EPS. I gotta find it. Let's see. I didn't see their EPS. They dropped fiscal year 22 sale guidance from 2.05 billion to 2.17 billion. So to 2.08 to 2.18. So better than expected fiscal year 22 sales guidance. Quarter 2 sales was a beat as well. Revenue was 466 million. I didn't see though I didn't see the actual numbers behind this in terms of EPS. So it doesn't look like they actually dropped their EPS. If anybody knows Draftkings EPS, let me know. I just don't see it. I see guidance. They raise guidance all around, which is great. And some other stuff, but I don't think they showed their EPS. Yeah, losses are certainly necessary, to be honest here, because losses are going to help you avoid losses in the future. You know, okay, again, I always use myself as an example here, but like losses are what ultimately push you to have risk management. You know, when I first started trading, I traded and I lost a crap ton of money in like 2 weeks, bro. I just lost like 4,000, which is a lot of money for me at the time. You know, $4,000 was like, you know, like all the money I had. And so, yeah, I lost like 4K and it just destroyed me. You know, I was super upset, super disheartened, super broken about it. And I gave up trading for like a year. But when I came back, I remembered that. I still had that in my head. I was like, hey, I lost 4,000 doing this. And so I just had much better risk management, much better risk management to where I thought about it and I used it. Yeah, guys, remember today we have the yeah, just be careful, guys. Remember. All right, team. Jobs come out today. Yeah, jobs report is coming out. Unemployment data is coming out today too. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put this at the bottom of the scroller here for DraftKings. So we're gonna turn this into the scroller here. So yeah, there's the scroller. ATNX. AMC came out with a special preferred dividend, which ultimately AMC came out with a special preferred dividend, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you hold one AMC share, you're going to get one ape dividend. They're doing it in a special preferred dividend, or they're doing it as preferred share structure. So it's like for every one share of AMC you have, you're going to get one basically dividend share called ape. So you're going to get paid. You're basically going to get paid your dividend through what's called an ape share. APE is going to be the symbol behind it. TBLT. Yeah, we got TBLT up to 740, 740s. And I do want to thank everybody for the amazing growth we've had over the last like week and a half, bro. We've grown the fastest we ever have over the last few weeks. And we certainly appreciate the love and support. Thousands of subscribers. And so shout out to you guys. Genuinely appreciate the love. Genuinely appreciate the support, team. And yeah, we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep moving. And hopefully we'll hit 100K this year. We're getting pretty close, and we should, I think. Just as an example, it's only 7:20 in the morning. It's not even 7:30 in the morning yet. We got 270 people here early, so we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. TBLT just popped up to 730s here, so yeah, we'll see what happens. And again, we have kind of transitioned a little bit towards larger cap stocks. I don't really trade penny stocks a ton, and I think you guys know that. I still trade them sometimes, but like we're covering everything, so we still cover penny stocks here. But again, I'm mostly a large cap investor, swing trader, and day trader. I don't trade penny stocks a ton anymore. Um, hey, my man, thank you, Dave. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for becoming a member, man. Shout out to Dave, the GOAT, right here, for becoming a member. Thank you, sir. We appreciate the love and support, dude. Of course. It's not a crypto dividend. Hey, thank you, T. Yeah, we appreciate it. It's exciting, man. I'm excited about it for sure. So AMC is going to pay. Hey, thank you, Make It Rain. We appreciate you. AMC is going to, yeah, they said pounce. They said pounce like 5 times yesterday. Are you bullish on the word pounce, guys? Let me know. Draftkings ripped up, pulled all the way back to 1750s, though, but big bullish action for Draftkings. So yeah, they said pounce. Every time they buy, they say pounce, you're supposed to drink. But no, again, they're okay. This is what AMC is doing. It's the equivalent of a reverse split. I think is what they said. It's the equivalent of like a 2-to-1 split. But what they're doing is they're paying a special dividend to shareholders out through a preferred share called APE is going to be the symbol for it. So essentially, they're paying you out a dividend, and you're going to get that dividend's profits through a symbol called APE. Is basically what it is. Hey, what's up, KB? What's up? 150K entry price. Wait, that's only 150K? For those boats, that's pretty cheap, dude, to be completely honest. I was expecting the millions. But I don't really know boat prices like that, to be honest. All right, guys. So 295's Warner Bros. Yeah, didn't they drop their numbers? WBD. Big drop for Warner Bros. Here. How do you think this is going to affect everything? Warner Bros. Again, dropped second quarter EPS of $1.50 loss per share, down from 92-cent profit year over year. Sales of 9.83 billion, missed the 11.85 billion estimate. So yeah, Warner Bros. Had misses on both fronts, unfortunately for Warner Bros. So just bad results for Warner Bros. And they tanked pretty heavily here. All right, 1690s for AMC, 1690s. Draftkings at 1780s, 1780s. All right, Snap at 1018s. Watching that. What else we got today, guys? Of course, we're going to be watching Tesla. Tesla had their special, their shareholder meeting talking about the split. Did they have some news on all right, so NEO. So yeah, Tesla approved a 3-to-1 stock split. 3-for-1 stock split. So they're going to break one Tesla share into 3. And so essentially right now Tesla's at 920s. Depending on the date that they're going to do it, each share is now going to be worth about $300. About $300, 305 bucks, $306. So we'll see what happens with Tesla. But yeah, they did approve the 3-for-1 split. Lyft is up. Yeah, Lyft had earnings. Hey, what's up, Chris? What's up, Joe? Yeah, but that's not good for Warner Bros. Obviously, not great for Warner Bros. It's down. It's down. Again, we're gonna post to our Discord again the stream. All right, guys. So yeah, we did a poll here again. We did a poll. Is AMT going to rebound over 20 over the next week? I kind of phrased the poll wrong. Bad English, but that's okay. And again, guys, we are going to be covering the economic data as soon as it comes out. It comes out in about an hour. So yeah, be ready for that too. Yeah, but I mean, Ape is dilution, but they're not actually selling the shares. Like if Ape came out and said, if AMC came out and said that they were actually selling shares, then that would be different. And so sure, it's diluting it. It's diluting it to a certain extent, but it's not a greed dilution. It's not a money making dilution. It's not a way to make money, for them. You know what I mean? And so instead, it's more so them trying to give out a dividend, and they might be pandering a little bit to the Ape community by naming it Ape. And the Ape abbreviation stands for AMC Preferred Unit. And so that's kind of what's going on. Yeah. GOVX starting to ramp here, guys. So yeah, there's IONM. It's moving. Here's GOVX too. GOVX is back over VWAP, trying to hold that 350 level. So it's trying to hold up there. We appreciate the support, guys. Yes, sir. Jobs report coming out. The longer it takes, the sweeter the reward. Did anyone think? Nah, he was just reading a script, boss man. He was just reading a script. He was trying to figure out how the best way to hype it up. You know what I mean? Um, and so, that's all it was. He was just reading a script, trying to hype it up as much as he could. And we'll see. Yeah, so GOBX is back over the VWAP. It's right around 350 here. Right around 350. Is Amazon overpriced? Hey, what's up, Rod? Good morning, man. Definitely sounded a lot different than your typical call. I mean, not really. It might have been somewhat differently. He had a little bit more energy. It was a little bit more. So, like, all earnings calls are hype, right? So they're all hyped up. Earnings calls are just kind of hyping up the earnings that just came out and trying to show you the silver linings if it's bad and trying to bring attention to the good things if it's good. Now, with most earnings calls, they're going to hype up the stock. They're going to go to Q&A. AMC was a little bit more hyped up. It was a little bit more script written. So AMC obviously had more of a script from Adam Aaron. And that's kind of what we heard, I think, yesterday was the script. They were just trying to hype people up. I think they understand that, the AMC audience is retail traders. And so they're trying to really kind of bring those retail traders in and make them excited. And I understand it. Again, I don't dislike AMC. I think AMC is interesting. And, to be honest, the earnings report was actually a pretty mixed report. It wasn't a great report. It wasn't a bad report either, though. It was pretty mixed. It was mixed results. So they beat on one metric and then they missed on one metric. And on both of those, they missed it and beat it by 1 cent. And so 1 cent was the margin that they missed or beat it on. And so it was a very neutral result for AMC. It wasn't an amazing earnings report. It wasn't a terrible one. They announced the APE special preferred APE unit. And again, we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, help me get these likes over 20 or over 80. I mean, we're at 80 right now. Help it get over 20 or help us get it over 100. 20 more likes is what I'm trying to say. SPY rip it up. Hopefully it does here. We might take some trades too if we can. Yeah, SPY over 414. I might buy the dip in the SPY depending on what's going on. I think I'm also going to cut my Draftkings or my snap trade. I've been holding this one long enough. I think it's a good enough trade to sell at this point in time. And just kind of move on from this one. We made a solid amount of money. Nice little rebound trade too. So, again, over my swing trades over the last like month have been very solid. Again, we got an Intel after the earnings dip, profited on that. We got an AMD after the earnings drop, we profited on that. We got in Snap after the earnings drop, profited on that. We got in what was the other one? We had AMD, Snap, Intel. And I believe there was one other one. I might be wrong, though. I have to go back and look at my trading history. But my swing trades have been on point. We've been making money with those. And so hopefully we continue. Hey, my man, Tyre, thank you, brother. We appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. 100K for Christmas, man. Hey, let's do it. Let's pump those numbers up. Y'all hit the subscribe button right now, guys. But yeah, we certainly appreciate y'all's support. Couldn't do it without you guys. So yeah, what's the reason that AMC is giving out a preferred dividend as opposed to a dividend on the regular AMC shares? I'm not sure. Probably to create the ape, hype behind it is what I think so. I think it's probably just to create the ape. hype AMC preferred unit. If you sell it, I buy it. All right, well, you could take the opposing swing trades to me. I mean, you can do your thing, bro. But again, I have made money on all of my swing trades over the last month. And so, I mean, you could take the opposing side, but, you know, do your thing, bro. I actually think Snap probably has some more upside to it. I'm just a huge trading wimp, you know, as I am. And you are what you are. And I'm a huge trading wimp. I don't like holding things very long at all. If I invest in things, it's going to a different account because if I stare at it, I'm going to cut it and profit, you know? So, yeah. SPY back over VWAP. Let's see if it holds. The CEO, he did say he watched Top Gun 5 times. Oh, large caps are far more profitable than penny stocks usually. Penny stocks have bigger hype, but large caps are most of the time make money. All right, guys. So yeah, the SPY is up. AMC is at 17s. We got Draftkings at 1775. Hey, what's up, Larry? ETH to 17 or ETH to 17K. Hey, yes, sir, Mario. Yeah. Do you live off trading? In one way or another. I don't live solely off of my trading profit. No, and I don't claim to be some expert trader. I just kind of give everything away for free. I don't claim to be an expert, and you know, we don't charge for any of our content. We don't sell a course or a service, and we're just kind of a resource and community of traders. ETH over 1700, Bitcoin, nice, man. Hey, that's great. That's great. I hope they run. Really do. I hope they make some moves. Bro, I hate these captchas here. It's like, hey, where's the chimneys at? Where's the bicycles at? I select the bicycles. It's like, nah, you didn't select all the bicycles. Now it's like, hey, where's all the chimneys? 1, 2, 3, chimney. Boom. Done. Sir, I'm not a bot. Sheesh, man. Freaking captchas. Always like, select the crosswalk. And it's like, bro, I am selecting the crosswalk, dude. How dare you say this isn't a crosswalk? All right, team. SPY up there. AMC at 17, battling that level now. Tesla down to 920s here. Draftkings, great earnings, pumped up. It's at 1780s right now. We got some other gappers today, too. We do have some economic data getting released today as well. So we do have some economic data dropping. Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? Yeah, but Bitcoin rampant. Yeah, appreciate it, Pawn. Elon said he will build 12 gigafactories for delivering 20 million cars per year. They're also now at 2 million cars per year capacity. Also approved a 3-to-1 split. Yeah, Tesla down from this year, so it hasn't really reacted super positively in pre-market. It's dropped from about 937s down to 920s here. So we'll see if that ends up holding or what happens on that front too. Hey, what's up, Future Tech? Captcha is the worst thing to be invented for the internet. Honestly, you're probably right, bro. I'm going to go ahead and buy the SPY here, guys. We're going to buy the SPY. Honestly, I feel kind of dumb because out of 5 years of using TOS, I really just realized that I can do this. Done. That's so much easier than dragging it like I have been. Than like adding it and clicking the button to add it. It's so much easier here, man. All right, so we're going to buy the SPY on this little baby dip. We're going to take 25 shares. All right, 25 shares of the SPY. We'll see how it goes. We're not going to take any larger position than that, but we got 25 shares of the SPY. We'll see if it holds. AMC down to 17s now. Whatever happened to charging for push-ups, sit-ups, eating mustard? Missed those days. I mean, we can still do it. To be honest, though, I've kind of been trying to grow the channel. I've been trying to grow the channel. I don't want to beg for, you know what I mean? I don't want to beg for push-up donations. If you guys want to do it, of course you can. But like, I'm not going to ask for it anymore. Yeah, I mean, we'll do it. Every dollar is a push-up, guys. You want to donate? Every dollar is a push-up. And we'll do it every day. Because Snap has been diluted a little bit. Trader wealth. I like Snap long term. I think Snap still has a huge user base too. So I actually like Snap long term. But again, I'm a huge trading wimp. That's why. I'm just a big trading wimp, sir. Thank you, Daniel. Wait, what's up? Or not thank you. What's up, Daniel? Hope you're doing good, man. All right, so we bought the SPY here. We're going to see if it continues pushing. Whew. All right, guys. Hey, what's up, Walter? Are you in the East Coast? I'm in Texas, man. Yeah, one day I did like 600 push-ups. I didn't do 700. I ended up taking counter donations to curb that. It was Daniel was one of the dudes that did it. So still shout out to Daniel, bro. But yeah, one day I had like $600 in donations, and so I had to do 600 push-ups. And I sat there and I did 600 push-ups, but I was tired afterwards, bro. I was so sore for the next like week after that, bro. And then we switched it up to sit-ups after that. Is it Snap used by mostly older people? Shots fired, Chris. Shots fired, bro. I thought it was mostly used by young people. Like, I've never used Snap because it was kind of after my age of dating. You know, by the time Snap was really prevalent, I was already like long-term with Carol and about to get married. You know, Jack was on his way by the time Snap really got big. All right, guys. So SPY push it up a little bit. We are riding the SPY up currently. Snap is for getting snapped. A. All right, guys. So my SPY trade's pumping up. That's good. Yeah, I see Draftkings moving. It had good earnings. Look, no offense to you guys. I'm going to say this. I love you guys, but I am so glad we don't have earnings today. I am so glad we don't have earnings in this evening, bro. Because I'm tired, bro. I've been streaming 7 hours a day plus, and that's not like, if you guys think just streaming is part of working on a YouTube channel like this, it's not just streaming. You got to get up early. You got to prepare things. You got to check Discord. You got to check social media. You got to set things up, keyword research, optimize titles, all that good stuff, and that stuff takes time. So I've been working probably at least 10 hours a day every day this past week, plus traveling. Like I said, I went to Louisiana. And yeah, it's just been one thing after another. So I'm going to get some much needed rest after today. Yeah, no, I know you're not at me, Chris. You know, I mean, you can't really knock the streamer for it. You can't really knock the streamer for it. You got to kind of, you know, if people want to pay, like I said, capitalism thriving over here. But yeah, you can't really knock the streamer for it. All right, so SPY pumping up a little bit. I'm going to take just a piece off of this, just lock it in a little bit. 10 shares is what we're going to take off, just to lock in some of this profit. And then we can kind of chill and be a little bit looser with the rest. Wow, man, look at the SPY rip here. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I think people get mad I make money, but it's like, dude, I'm in this to make money. Like, that's what I'm doing here. Like, if y'all think I'm sitting around for 10 hours a day out of the kindness of my heart, that's nonsense. And anybody that tries to tell you that that's what they're doing is completely full of it. You know, I'm in this to make money 100%. This is a business venture for me. And yeah, it's a business. And so, of course, I'm making money doing this, and it should be an understandable thing. And if you guys want to support that, great. And if not, no worries. Like I said, I genuinely put out everything without charging for it. So appreciate the love and support, guys. SPY popped up. We bought the little dip to the VWAP again, a little VWAP reclaim strategy. If you want to know why I took this trade, we're down pretty much. I saw volume start to rise over VWAP, and then I saw this little pullback here. And so we ended up buying this little dip here. Our entry was 414.12, so we got in right here. So exactly right there. So we did get in exactly right there at 414.12. So we ended up riding this up, you know, nicely from it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, understandably so. I think the problem is that people don't trust charities. You know, like if I won the lottery, Carol and I had this conversation. There's so many crooked charities, that was the problem, that it's hard to figure out who's really getting the money. Like, here's an example. Okay, a lot of fast food companies will say, "Hey, do you want to round off your bill to support, you know, kids in need or whatever it is," right? And then a lot of the time they are keeping most of that. So it's like, say you donate $1, right? A lot of the time the company that's asking you that is going to keep at least 50% of that. So like, you donate $10, they're going to keep 5, and then they're going to give the other 5 to the charity. And so it's like, all the money's not going to the charity, unfortunately. And it's a way for some companies to add some kind of, you know, more to their bottom line, unfortunately. And I think there's a lot of skepticism and apprehension regarding that. And I'm not saying any charity specifically, because really I don't know, but I know that's very prevalent, and I know that discourages the good people from donating to the real good charities, the actual good charities. Yeah, jobs report. I think the jobs report comes out at 8:30. I might be wrong though. Am I wrong? What time's the jobs report drop, guys? Let me know. It's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be at 8:30, guys. 8:30. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coming out at 8:30. Yeah, so it's dropping at 8:30. So it's going to be coming out in 35 minutes or so, 35 minutes for the regarding the jobs report and data. All right, guys, how'd you guys do this week? Yeah, did the rocket ship? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know you're not shooting shots at us, man. I get it. Anyone watching AMTD? That was a previous pump. It might not. I mean, I don't know. I'm just skeptical of it. Oh, dude, that's glorious, man. I love to see it. Karma videos. Karma videos have some hilarious videos. I saw this video just now of this motorcycle group. I don't know if it's like a motorcycle gang or whatever. They're like kicking this. They're kicking this minivan, and they're kicking this minivan over and over again, and they're trying to like talk smack to the person in the minivan, and they're kicking the door, and they're kicking all this stuff, right? So the minivan turns around and like turns around like acts like it's driving away, turns around, and the guy's motorcycle is standing up. It's like standing up on its pegs, and the minivan just floors it straight into the motorcycle and just destroys the motorcycle, just rolls over it and then just rides off, and the guy's just sitting there like, oh no. Glorious video. Love to see it. Draftkings back up to almost $18. We'll see if it holds. Maybe I should have held the SPY position I was in, but the SPY's ramping up. Got over 1450s now. Still making moves. All right, so Larry says another tricky report. If jobs report is good, it is bad as far as the Fed is concerned, who are trying to slow down the economy. Probably better as jobs reports show a slowdown. Yeah, it'll be an interesting dynamic of that. I'm curious to see what's going to happen on that front too. Thoughts on TBLT? I think TBLT has been a big short squeeze potential play. So I think TBLT still has probably a decent amount of short squeeze potential, but sometimes it doesn't always squeeze. And I think there's also, obvious, chance that it's just going to come back down and fade into obscurity like a lot of these penny stocks eventually do. Again, so I really don't know. I'm not going to hold it overnight, of course. If it starts to put in abnormally high volume and looks like it might start to squeeze, then I might consider it. But until then, I'm just waiting for that one. AGRX. Yeah, AGRX is okay. It's slow though. It's a penny stock. Not really my cup of tea, sir. Yeah, just not really my style, man. The other one's moving. IONQ. Big movement yesterday. So IONQ's been pumping up nicely too. Looking at the movers list. IONM was the big one today. IONM. at 540. So we'll see if he gets back over VWAP. USWS looks like a reverse split here. MRKR, ANTX. So we got some pity stocks, but you know, mostly watching my large caps right now. And yeah, we do have the jobs report today. All right, guys, so SPY up to about 414.50s here. AMC at 17s. Draftkings, after dropping better than expected numbers, is ripping up some. So we're keeping an eye on that as well. We'll see if we get some movement on that front too. Watching see what else we got. Sorry, checking about, just kind of creeping through everything here. See if we can find something that looks good. Watching Apple here. All right, guys. So yeah, the jobs report dropped in about 30 minutes. What else do we have here today? And so we do have the jobs report today. We got, let me see what time it drops. Next week is the big week, guys. Next week is the really big week for fundamental data. It's going to be huge. A lot of stuff going on next week. And yeah, SPY up there. AMC still testing 16 or 17s. Big week next week, man. Huge week. We got non-farm payrolls, unemployment rates today. Jobs numbers. So non-farm payroll numbers today too. Again, we had some Coinbase news. Amazon stock trying to make moves. See if it moves back up. All right, guys. So SPY up to 414.60s. AMC still bouncing off of that 17 level. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to do one other thing here, so bear with me if you can, team. My apologies. Okay. Amazon acquired iRobot, AHPI. CPI is expected next week. Yeah, for sure. Beginner trading 100K very soon. Yeah, for sure, man. We've been growing like crazy, brother. 100K this year, hopefully, dude. Hopefully that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be pretty close. We got a couple months until we hit 100K, hopefully. As long as we keep growing at this rate, which we should, you know. And again, CPI data next week's gonna be crazy. Should be fun, man. It'll be an interesting few weeks here. Next week, we also have some big earnings next week also. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I got you. That is something I should probably do for beginner crypto. Let me add that now. Where do I add that though? I don't know how to add it to my channels, man. I'll have to figure out where. It'll be somewhere. We could do a watermark too. Should I do a watermark? SPY dip it down a little bit. I could, I think. Yeah, I could do a watermark. Yeah, we're gonna add the watermark at the end of the video. Nice. Okay, we did that. Yeah, so SPY dip it down a little bit. Should I buy it to the VWAP again? I might. Jobs data is dropping in 12 minutes here, so that might, you know, cause it. Yeah, Disney earnings next week. We got a bunch of them. Amazon popping up to 142s here. We'll see if that drags the rest of the market up. AMTD, a lot of people talking about that. Look at AMTD start to ramp. It's at 590s. Starting to run here. We'll see if it continues. All right, guys, look at AMTD start to pop. What's up, Ilum? All right, guys, we got about 21 minutes until the jobs data comes out. Jobs data live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, what's up, Ilum? Yeah, jobs data live. Hey, look at AMTD pop. AMC up to 17s. All right, $5 now for AMTD. $5. Look at AMT spike here. It's starting to run. It's starting to move. It's not jobless claims, my bad. It is non-FAR payrolls. I look at AMTD pop though, guys. AMTD's ripping. Let's do this, guys. Jobs data is going to be going live pretty soon here. It goes live in about 20 minutes. 61 a share for iRobot. Y'all think it's a good or bad acquisition for iRobot? iRobot is one of those vacuum makers, right? What does iRobot do? Yeah, there's vacuum companies. I think it's an interesting thing. Why? What is the jobs data significant? Why is it significant? Because it's the jobs data, man. It's non-farm payroll numbers. It is unemployment rate. You know what I mean? Those are all going to impact the market in terms of sentiment, bullish or bearish sentiment. So it's, yeah, we certainly should pay attention. Jobs data seems flaky. Yeah, for sure. If job creation is important, it means that the economy is strong and that we are not in the recession. Yeah. Yeah, so again, some of the nuance behind this jobs report is if the jobs report is good, then that might actually indicate that the Fed is going to put more pressure with the future rate hikes, because the problem, though, is that, you know, with these rate hikes, they're actually trying to discourage the economy. They want to discourage spending. And by discouraging spending, people have to, businesses have to drop their prices, and thus we get lower inflation, right? And so there's a little bit more tricky nuance behind it than just kind of right, good, bad, right, wrong, high, low data. It's more, there's more nuance behind it in terms of like the rate hikes. And again, we got CPI coming out in a few weeks, or we got CPI dropping Wednesday of next week, and that's certainly going to be relevant for everything. We also have the Fed minutes coming pretty soon. I believe the Fed minutes is going to be in the next few weeks as well. And so we got the Fed minutes coming out. We have, CPI next week. We've got other big earnings coming out. So it's going to be a fun week for fundamental analysis and data. How long do you see this running? Not sure, man. Not sure. Tesla at 922s. Today We Pounce is trending from Adam Aaron. And so this is the stuff that Adam Aaron said regarding AMC. Just to kind of give you a little breakdown of kind of some of the tweets he put out. He put out a bunch of tweets, and we'll go ahead and look at all these now. Again, a lot of data here to go over, a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, so the new preferred equity units will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol APE, APE, AMTD pulling back now. Let's see if it holds 5. Yes, you heard that right. AMC or APE equals AMC preferred shares, and this is different than a straight stock split of common shares, but nonetheless quite similar. He said you will get 1/8 tax-free as a stock dividend for each one AMC common share that you own. And at least for now, this is big news today, is not dilution, as the AMC preferred equity unit dividends all go and only go to existing owners of the company issued common shares. Yeah, so it's not really dilution. And he is correct about that, because it's only going to current holders of shares, right? So if it was going to other people and they were creating other shares essentially, then it would be a little bit different. He said for each of your AMC shares after the dividend, you will instead own one AMC common share and 1/8. Logic says that the share price will fall, but your value will be the sum of one share plus 1/8, different but similar to a 2-to-1 stock split of common shares. Candidly, if you've seen no evidence so-called fake or synthetic shares exist, or candidly, I've seen no evidence so-called fake or synthetic shares exist, but many of you disagree. This preferred equity dividend goes only to company-issued shares, so will have the impact of a share count or unique dividend many of you have sought. It's also going to be giving a free I own 8 NFT out, basically. Yeah, that's basically it regarding the ape shares. Again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. It's an interesting strategy. I don't know if it's going to work. It'll be interesting to see. But he's right in that it's not really dilution. It's going to AMC shareholders already. Again, though, like I said, man, here's the thing with AMC, right? AMC is not an incredibly big squeeze play. I know some of your favorite AMC tubers, in order to justify giving you crazy price targets, told people that there was just all these synthetic shares and naked shorts. And you got a lot of people that didn't really understand the market being like, yeah, naked shares, synthetic shorts. And that's fine. But every company has naked shares and synthetic shorts. AMC is not a squeeze play like that. AMC is simply a following play. AMC has a very large following, and I've been bullish on AMC, especially down in the teens. I've told people AMC looked good every time people asked, and I was right. AMC bounced nicely, but the problem with claiming that there's all these synthetic shares and naked shorts is that traders are trying to justify a squeeze for AMC, and I don't think you need to. I don't think AMC needs to squeeze to be strong. AMC's got like 20% short float, not crazy high short float, over 500 million in the float. And then with these ape shares, it's going to be even more kind of shares out there type of thing. And so it's just not a squeeze play. And it doesn't have to be. Just because your favorite YouTuber told you that it was a squeeze play a year ago doesn't mean it is. And it doesn't mean it has to be in order for AMC to be strong, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so in the end, if you truly like AMC as a company, you don't really want it to squeeze, because most of the time squeezes don't hold. You want it to have genuine fundamental health. All right. And that's what you want to look for with AMC. And we'll see what happens. Draftkings bouncing back up. It's at 1750s now, 1750s. The job data is going to be dropping in about 12 minutes. That's probably true, Taylor. I kind of agree. It's a clever way to it's a way to hype it up, to be honest. It's a way to hype it up. Yeah, that's probably true, Happy. All right, guys. Jobs report dropping soon. Let's see what we get. The Fed minutes is not in September. It's going to be a couple weeks from now. I'm pretty sure, Joshua. Usually the Fed minutes drops like 2 weeks after the FOMC meeting. When was the last FOMC meeting was last week. And so with that, Amtd pulling back here. Let's see what happens. But let me see what the next minutes is going to be. It should be sometime this month. Okay, it's going to be on the 17th. So the Fed minutes is going to be posted at on August 17th at 2 p.m. is when the Fed minutes drop. So yeah, and again, the cycle of that is every 6 weeks they do their rate hike Fed meeting decision, the FOMC meeting, determining whether they want to raise or lower rates, right? That's the Fed meeting, the FOMC meeting you hear people talk about. And then weeks after that, they drop the Fed minutes, which is just a PDF report detailing why they chose to make the Fed rate hike decision that they made in the FOMC meeting. And both of them influence markets. We'll cover all of them here every time. But the next one is August 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's going over the Fed meeting from late July. Yeah, the next Fed meeting is going to be on the 20th for sure. Yep. Yeah, it's every 6 weeks. regarding the FOMC meeting. And if it was in July, yeah, it's going to skip. It's going to be mid-September. All right, guys. Job report out in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's see what we get, guys. Also, guys, if you haven't already, join our Discord. You know, we got a bunch of great traders in our Discord talking every day. And so I'll post this link. Check out our Discord. Link is also in the chat here. But again, check out our Discord. It's completely free. Doesn't cost anything. We got thousands of people. Hit that link. Check it out. Yeah, for sure. Hey, all good, James. Yeah, we got over 400 people here. So if y'all could take the time, hit that subscribe button, guys. We certainly appreciate all the love and support. I'm still trying to figure out how to include something in the channel section. All right, so AMTD just popped right at VWAP. Okay, I see. Okay, I see how to do it now. All right, got it. Adding that right now. So yeah, we're gonna add the VWAP channel to the featured channels. AMTD bouncing right up though at VWAP. We should have bought that dip, I guess. And hey guys, we got almost 400 people here already, and it's not even 8:30 yet. So jobs data dropping soon in 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. Bullish or bearish on this jobs report? Let me know. All right, so pull it back a little bit to 5 for AMTD. There we go. All right, guys, job data dropping in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Let's do this. AMTD pulling back to VWAP here. Let's see if it actually bounces off that level now. Fed pulling strings, PEGY. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you, Pawn. I'll actually add that right now. Hey, nice cap. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll add that. All right, there you go, pawn. So yeah, we went ahead and added that too. It's shorting strategies and discussions. There, pawn. Good idea. Love the idea. All right, guys. Job data drops in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Amtd is related to HKD. It initially started pushing up with the HKD heydays in the last week or so as HKD started to squeeze up. It owns 90% of HKD. And so y'all be careful. I mean, it's certainly really volatile. We do have a U-shaped breakout looking pattern here, though. Look at the U right here. So we do have this U-shaped breakout pattern potential moving up there. It's right at 502, so we'll see if it holds. But yeah, low float. It's a smaller float, I think. It's not a tiny float, but it's a small float. All right, guys. 4 minutes, team. 4 minutes. All right, guys. AMTD up to 502s. Watching that. I got to fix this a little bit here. Just realized I had some incorrect grammar. Tesla trying to go green on the day. Tesla at 923s. AMC is under 17s now as well. Under 17s. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. All right, guys. AMTD at 5s. AMTD at 5s. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if AMC gets back up there. BBIG is T12 halted, which is an investigational halt. It's probably getting halted. So the time is 3 minutes until the jobs report data comes out. But yeah, BBIG is an investigational halt by NASDAQ. Not good. Most likely they're looking at them in terms of manipulation. Yeah, so it's an investigational T12 halt, guys, for BBIG. So yeah, BBIG and SEC is looking into the hostile takeover attempt and is requesting more info about it. Okay, got you. Yeah, I figured it was something not good. Yeah, IONM making moves. All right, guys. Let's see what we got, team. AMTD dipping down to 9s here. Jobs data is dropping in less than 30 seconds, guys. Less than 30 seconds. Let's do this. Good luck. Again, green or red today, guys. Green or red. Let me know what you're watching. Jobs report's coming pretty soon. We're ready for it here. We're ready for it, team. I'm going to get everything set up. Again, 15 seconds. 15 seconds, team. Wish us luck today. Hopefully it's a good day. We'll try to make some money. All right, guys, here it goes. All right, so here's the data. U.S. labor force Partick came in at 62.1%. U.S. unemployment rate for July came in at 3.5% versus 3.6% expected. So a little bit better than expected unemployment rate numbers. Non-farm payrolls. All right, again, we're going to cover all this here. Give me 1 second. A lot of data dropping as we speak. Government payrolls, non-farm payrolls numbers are out. Unemployment is out. So here's the data here, guys. Bear with me. Here's the data here. That's the first data, unemployment rate. Okay, we're going to condense this all to one message. U.S. average earnings, came in at 0.5 for July. Government payroll, non-farm payrolls. All right, so we're just going to put the big ones up. So again, unemployment rate for July came in at 3.5%. Versus 3.6%, previous 3.6%. Non-farm payrolls for July came in at 528K versus expected 250K. Trying to report the rest of the data here as we get it. Manufacturing payrolls, private payroll numbers. Private payrolls came in at 471K versus an expected 230K. Manufacturing payrolls came in at 30K versus an expected 17K. U.S. non-farm payrolls for July came in at 528K versus 250K expected. And so yeah, that is the data here. Unemployment rate came in at 3.5 versus 3.6% expected. If we look at the market here, for instance, and see how this is reacting to it, here's the SPY. SPY is dumping on these numbers here, down to 410s. Yeah, I mean, what's going on here, guys, is that the reason they're raising rates is to discourage spending. And so whenever the market, whenever we get good data, the market drops because again, because they want them to remain high so that inflation goes down, is essentially what it means. But again, you know, sometimes it doesn't make sense to me either. But again, unemployment rate came in lower than expected, which is good. Non-farm payroll numbers came in higher than expected, and so that's good as well. Overall, U.S. underemployment came in at 6.7% versus 6.7%, so on par with expectations. So all around pretty good results here. But again, the market is tanking because of this. All right, SPY down to 411.30s here, 411.30s. And I'll put this chart up somewhere else so you guys can see it. Instead of Draftkings, we'll put the SPY up here. So here's the SPY just dumping down on this news at the top left. So yeah, just not good, not good. I wonder if there's a way for me to make these banners smaller. No, that doesn't work. I can always do this, but you still can't really see it. That's too big. The color's too much there. I think this is probably the best way to do it, but yeah, overall good numbers. Lower than expected unemployment, higher than expected non-farm payroll numbers. So yeah, that's the numbers. Unemployment rate came in at 3.5 versus 3.6% expected. So lower than expected unemployment numbers. What you just said about Fed rate and unemployment is what news just said now. Yeah, I mean, that's the logic that they're using. I'm not saying I agree with that logic, but that's the common logic that people have been kind of throwing out there. Yeah, it's counterintuitive, but good news on jobs does not fare well for inflation. Exactly, man. You know. It discourages spending. No, I don't think I can run a top scroller. They should let me do that, but they don't. This was a little bit better. At least you could see me here. Let me change the color. What do you guys think for color? This is probably the best way to do it, I think. All right, guys. Draftkings dumping down. Everything's kind of falling down with the market itself. So I guess the question is, are you buying this dip in the market? You know, are you buying this dip? Green day for me here. Luckily, I got out of my SPY long prior to the jobs reports here. But yeah, are you buying this dip? Let me know. Always buy the dip. The economy is strong and Wall Street is crashing. No joke. Yeah. Good news sell-off. Said lower than expected unemployment, meaning not good for the jobs report, so good for the stock market. So lower than expected unemployment. So no, it's lower than expected GE. It's lower than expected unemployment, which is good for the economy. You know, it means more people are working, less unemployment, which is good. But and non-farm payrolls are, you know, basically jobs outside of farms, basically, as the name suggests. And so higher jobs than expected there on that front as well. The reason the market reacted negatively to this, again, is the reason they're raising rates is to discourage this type of stuff, right? By discouraging it, eventually, in order to remain competitive, prices are ultimately going to drop. And with that drop lowers inflation. Now, that is why good is bad and bad is good right now, especially with all this stuff. This is why good is bad and bad is good. Now, again, I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's kind of what's going down here. And that's kind of why everybody's like, what the heck is going on in this current stock market? You know, it's because good numbers drop, market tanks. Bad numbers drop, market goes up. And it all has to do with rate hikes and inflation. CRTD acquisition. So we'll see if the market bounces here. Do you guys think the market will bounce? Again, here's what we got going on. Again, also, guys, join my Discord here. Here's my Discord. Join that Discord. There's the link right there. Take a look at it. Completely free Discord. Have a look at it, guys. We certainly appreciate the support here, team. If you can continue to support us, of course, we genuinely appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the people who help support us as we've been growing crazy lately. And yeah, we certainly appreciate it. And then consumer credit numbers drop at 3 p.m. today as well. So right at the close, or right around the close. So we'll see if the market bounces here. I kind of tempted to buy this dip, to be completely honest. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm a little bit tempted to at least. What do you guys think? Should I buy this dip or no? I might buy this dip. All right, we're in 20 shares of the SPY. We'll buy the dip. We'll hold it. We're already green on the SPY. We'll see if we rebound some here on this news. Yeah, we got AMTD here. Just getting dumped here. Or there's AMD, I mean. AMTD. Under VWAP now. I'm kind of following the market some, but... Here, hold on, guys. I will be right back. Stick around with me. And again, let me know what you guys are watching right now, guys. Let me know what you guys are keeping an eye on today. I bought the dip. We're going to walk away as we're holding this position. I'll be right back. It's Friday, guys. We ain't got no jobs report. And now we got ish to do. Sorry. All right, guys. All right, so we bought the dip. The dip is not a ripping quite yet. Long or short? Oof. I'm long right now. But yeah, it certainly could continue breaking down and dropping. And so we'll see. I'm hoping we hold at 411s. And who knows? We'll see what happens. AMC trying to get back over 17. Again, let's look at our poll here. We did a poll regarding this earlier. And out of this poll, we got 435 votes. So, wow. So far, 60% are bullish on AMC over the next month. 40% are bearish out of 435 votes. Market breaking lows here. Market breaking lows. Again, we're going to go ahead and add on this dip. 25 shares now. We'll keep it at 25 shares. Just in case we rebound, and hopefully we do. But I like this down wick. That down wick looks nice. All right, guys. So, market rebounding here. We're actually almost green on this trade again. So that's good. Again, we bought the dip. We'll see if it holds now. All right, guys. So, yeah, the expectations for the August CPI report is going to be 8.7%, I think. 8.7%. Last time it was 9.1. So, yeah. So 8.7% is the expectation for the CPI rate dropping next Wednesday. Yeah, we talked about Draftkings earlier. They had great numbers, great reports here. I'm sure they're kind of getting a little beat up since the market basically came out with this data here, and market just tanked from it. And Draftkings is a large enough cap stock to where it follows the market to a certain extent. And so yeah, it's correcting some now, but yeah, Draftkings did great. Football season's coming soon, so I'm sure that's probably what it has to do with. Yeah, Amtd consolidating. We're watching that. We're actually green on our little SPY trade. And again, I'm going to hold this one a little bit longer term, or at least I'm going to try to. I never really do, but I'm going to try to. Yeah, see EBON gapping up. Just too low a volume for me right now. Not terrible looking, but under VWAP, under 60 cents a share. Just not really my cup of tea, if you will. Might do some stuff. Might go up, you know. But for me, it's just not my style. All right, guys, so SPY pulling back a little bit, mostly sideways, though. And again, we're going to be watching this low down here. If we break under that, we'll probably just get out of this thing. You know, yesterday we opened up the day green, poking around in pre-market, and we'll probably do the same again today. I see the market dropping some, but as long as it's not like a super drastic drop really quickly or something crazy, we'll still be fine. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going to correct and follow the broader market, guys. So, like, as the market dips, a lot of blue chip companies are going to be following this. Basically, all blue chip companies outside of counter trades are going to be following this for the most part. So, AMD down, SPY down, of course, Q down, of course, Apple down, Amazon down, you know, Coin down. So, everything kind of follows this. So yeah, we'll see if we break lows again here for the SPY. I'm not gonna be super tight with this. I'm gonna try to let this work and try to pick up some steam and build up some support. But who knows if it'll actually hold these levels. Tesla getting ready to break lows as well. It's at 915s. Yeah, Chris, it's mostly Draftkings is just following the broader market. So Tesla broke lows. Again, we tried to give this some time, but we're not gonna hold this forever. You know. We'll give it one more chance. 25, 410, 25 is the risk. And we bounced right off of that. So yeah, 410.25. We sustained under that for 20 seconds. We're going to cut it. All right, so there's the start. We're underneath that now. Again, we got to hold under there for 20 seconds before we cut. All right. Yeah, it's time. All right, we're going to get out. A little $20 loss there. Pretty minimal. And again, not too shabby. We still got 45 minutes until the opening bell. We'll see if we can buy something else that looks good. But not going to force it too much. It is Friday. Remember, Fridays are generally a slow day. Tesla dumping down here. Look at Tesla drop. SPY dipping down pretty heavily too. Yeah, but jobs data is out, and man, the market is not reacting favorably to it. Honestly, we had lower than expected unemployment, though, higher than expected non-farm payroll numbers. So in terms of the objective standard of good and bad, we posted pretty good numbers for our jobs report. But again, the market currently is not really sensical because of the recent rate hike decisions that they've made. And so to a certain extent, good is bad and bad is good at this point in time. And so, a good jobs report is causing the market to drop because, again, we want prices to go down. And in order for prices to go down, we have to discourage spending in that way. And so with that, these higher numbers are not what people want to see in terms of momentum, because again, we do want inflation to drop to a certain extent, though. I think inflation is down and nice enough already over the short term to be a little bit more confident in the current market. But yeah, market is not reacting positively to this jobs report. We're already down to 410.11s here, 410.11. So not great. All right, guys, SPY down to 410s. Still got 400 and something people here. So again, take the time, guys, hit the subscribe button. I would never, ever think about even pressuring you guys to subscribe, ever. But if you don't subscribe, I'll hate you forever. Okay? So it just takes one time. Everybody's doing it. Just try it one time, see how it feels. It might feel good. Just mosey your mouse over there to the subscribe button. Hit it and see how it feels. It might feel good. Try it one time. We don't sell anything here. We don't charge for anything. We give everything away for free. We don't claim to be experts. We don't act like gurus, thus the name beginner trading. We're just a resource and community for traders. But I've been trading over 5 years now. We trade a $30,000 account. And sub to the channel that is the greatest YouTube channel of all time. Definitely top 3. And we certainly appreciate the love and support. Oh. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Rick? Yeah, y'all hit the like button too. SQQQ. Yeah, SQQQ is probably looking pretty right now. SQQQ ramp it up at 38.05s here. So yeah, SQ is ripping on the market's doom. Where do you think it'll stabilize, guys? Where do you think the bottom here is in the SPY? Let's see at some historical levels. Let's look at like a 20-day chart. So 20-day chart, we have some support that was built up right around 407. So 407 is a reasonable level to watch, in my opinion. Underneath that, we've got 403s, 405s as well is probably somewhat relevant also. If we want to look at a closer level to where we are now, we got 409.50 right here. That might be reasonable to watch for a bounce. Right around where we are now, this 409.50 level might be relevant too, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, the CPI data drops next week for sure. Wednesday next week, CPI data comes out. That'll be a crazy day too. All right, guys, we got 40 minutes until the market opens. 40 minutes. SPY dumping down to lows again. Let's see if we bounce off of 409.50 on the SPY. Tesla down to 906.40s here. So Tesla's getting pretty weak on this news also. So Tesla's falling down too. Sick channel, you're real, bro. Hey, thank you, Future. We appreciate it, man. All right, so we are bouncing right around that 409.50 level. I'm not going to say we called it, but we definitely called that all the way down to 409.50. Bounced exactly off of that level, and we'll see if it actually holds. We're pushing up to test 410 now, which is a psychological level also. Tesla bouncing up a little bit. It's at 408.50s. AMTD breaking down. Doesn't really look that hot. 410 just tapped on the SPY. Draftkings at 1717. KZIA, rip it up. Rip it up. It's at $3 now, $3. So KZIA with the U-shaped breakout pattern. Again, the SPY bounced exactly off of that 409.50 level. And so I hope you guys see how I analyzed that and was able to kind of predict that level, because that's exactly where we bounced off of. No stabilization today. I don't even like that chart, man. What is this, Daniel? Flea? I mean, I guess it's going up nicely over the last few days, but there's just no volume with it. What is this? It's an ETF. Peggy? 420s right now. Everybody's favorite number for Peggy. What is this? Pineapple Energy Incorporated. What kind of company is that? I noticed all the talk of investigating pay-to-order flow. Did people finally come to their senses? Well, I mean, I just think people need to understand that, like, PFOF is not a horrible thing. I mean, companies might take advantage of it in bad ways, but it's still a lot better than us paying $7 a trade. You know, like, that's kind of obscene prices. And I mean, that's kind of what we're going to go back to if they get rid of PFOF. And so for me as a day trader, I certainly don't want that. Big earnings next week's coming out as well. All right, team. What are you guys watching today? Let me know. We still got over 400 people here. SPY consolidating a little bit over the last 4 minutes. You can see that small range right here. So here's the range in the last few minutes. Short term, we can watch to see when this range ultimately breaks. And who knows when it will. But we're watching it. Also, guys, if you want 40% off of Top Step, I just realized Top Step currently has a deal where you get 40% off of Top Step packages. So 40% off of Top Step packages. It is their Top Step turns 10, so they're a decade old now. And like I said, they're kind of the gold standard of funded account program. AMC rip it over 17s. AMC rip it over 17s. And so just to put this into perspective, if you want a day trade like me with a small margin account of only a couple thousand, the futures market has no PDT rule. If you look at this and this, the bottom left chart, you can trade here with no PDT rule. So you can trade this bottom left chart with no PDT rule instant settlement. It's the same thing as the SPY. And so you can trade the SPY essentially in the futures market with no PDT rule, shorting ability, go long. You can use a margin account, and Top Step funds traders and futures. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following their rules, they'll fund you. Again, they've been around for over a decade at this point in time. They pay out millions every year, and they fund thousands of traders a year. They're regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange as well. So again, a lot of people ask me how to get around the PDT rule. That's how you do it. And so here's the link if you want to check it out. Put the link in chat right there. Check it out. And yeah, great way to help support your boy here on this channel. MEGL. We got to look at MEGL. I don't know enough about the stock, though. What is this? Yeah, I don't know enough about it. Was it an IPO? All right, market's testing lows now. The SPY's getting pretty close to that low of the day area. Pretty close. Why the drop, Ben? I think good is bad, bad is good, because we want to discourage spending, and so with that, these good numbers are bad for the short-term economy because we're raising rates aggressively in order to discourage spending, and so it's counterintuitive. But yeah, there's the link in chat for Top Step right there. You can also find the link again, get 40% off. That's a pretty crazy deal for Top Step, to be completely honest. And you can find the link in the description as well. It's Friday. We just got the jobs, and now we don't have ish to do because the market's dropping. Cheers to you guys. I stole my daughter's mug today. I got that main character energy. Stole my daughter's mug. My daughter didn't even drink coffee, so she ain't even using it. All right, KZIA is at 390s here. Market's dropping. Market just broke lows. There's Tesla dipping down with it. SPY just broke lows. Is at 4940s here, 4940s. Tesla at 908s. Oh, you mean like bulletproof coffee? Nah, I don't drink that. I might drink some protein. The protein that they include in it, but I don't put the MCE oil in it. I put the collagen protein in there, though. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not saying I agree with the logic, Elf. I'm really not. Like I said, this is the Fed's logic, not mine. And apparently, this is the majority of people trading the SPY's logic too, because again, we posted better than expected unemployment and better than expected payroll numbers, and then dropped. And so, yeah, I did see they canceled Bad Girl. Yeah, that was just not responsible spending, I think. Like, if you're going to cancel something, you shouldn't. Well, basically, almost certainly what happened is that they spent all this money on that movie, and then they watched it, and they realized it wasn't good. And so they knew that they were going to get so much hate, and that was going to hurt their stock more if they put it out. Is kind of what happened there. Bro, I'm always ready for Vegas, bro. I've never actually been to Vegas, and I'm like a huge poker player, too. Never actually been to Vegas, though. Oh. Yeah, I thought they have some type of oil that you put in bulletproof coffee. It might be like MCT oil. Yeah, so MCT oil is what I was thinking about. SPY just popped up, though. SPY got back up to 409.70s here. Tesla bumping back up to it's at 909.50s. AMC is over 17s, trying to hold support. KZIA, another big mover today, is up over VWAP around $3 a share as well here. So we'll see if that holds. Yeah, I heard about that, Justin. So yeah, they finally did it. And I've been kind of complaining about that for years now. I have an Android, and so I've been able to listen to whatever I want. Like at the gym, I can put on whatever I want, stick my phone in my pocket, and it'll keep playing in the background. My wife's phone, though, you literally have to have your phone like unlocked. It's just a ridiculous software problem that should have been easily fixable, but they just didn't, And so, yeah, my guess is that they wanted to encourage people to buy the new phone if they wanted to fix it. But yeah, just a ridiculous problem, and they finally fixed it, luckily. Jobs report was good, but the market's dropping. It's bad relative to the current market. And I think the crypto market's been flying. How's the crypto market reacting to all this stuff going on right now? How's the crypto market reacting to all this stuff going on? All right, so you can see, guys, Bitcoin is up nicely, man. And again, if you want to buy crypto, BitGet might be a place you can do it. BitGet's really nice. I'm going to do a shameless plug here. They've got a lot of stuff. They just invested in a $200 million protection fund to protect traders. And so they did invest in this to protect traders. Savings, you can do savings here, but a lot of people are going to use it for futures. So like you could trade crypto futures with no PDT rule, instant settlement. You can do USDTM, USDC futures, CoinM futures. You could paper trade futures in practice. And again, you can get up to 125x leverage trading crypto futures, and there's no PDT rule, instant settlement on BitGet, and they do allow US users as well. So a good way to get around the PDT rule, and a lot of the strategies you can use in the crypto market also. With that, though, they also just have regular investing. And again, they do accept US users, and they have most of these coins that you're looking for is from, most of the coins that you want, the altcoins that you're looking for, USDC tokens, USDT tokens, ETH, Litecoin, XRP, Shiba, Doge, Mana, crypto. I can look at Metaverse crypto, Solana crypto. You can see most of crypto is actually bumping up today. NO crypto, all that good stuff. They have crypto savings here as well. So like you can save on crypto and use a lot of different stuff here. They have algorithmic trading that you can build up, and they have a really nice app to use all this stuff on as well. Just a lot of really cool stuff to do here, again, including airdrops. You can do airdrops and get free crypto from them too, occasionally. And they also have this crypto trading competition going on right now, from August 3rd to August 17th. And so they do have this crypto competition going on right now, and we'll see if we can enter this competition myself. But again, if you want to check out BitGet, really cool way to support the channel as well. Here's the link. Great way to support the channel. Yeah, they do copy trading also, which is, again, what a lot of people are going to find value in. If you look at their copy trading section, you can see, you can go to, like, if I maximize this, I can go to Copier's P&L and look at these guys. These guys are making some money, man. Look at this person. They've made copy traders $11K. They've made $254,000 themselves, made almost 200%. And if you click follow here, you can give them stop losses and all that good stuff. And there's a bunch of traders too. And so, yeah, check out the link in the description. It is right here if you want to help support the channel. Yeah, PEGY. I heard some people talking about PEGY. Tesla's back over the 910 level, though. So look at Tesla. Tesla is bumping back up over the 910 level. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to make this screen a little bit smaller on us so we can see everything here. There we go. So that's a little bit better. But yeah, you can see Tesla right here. It's getting back over 910, and we'll see if it actually holds those gains that it made. KZIA dipping under VWAP too. AMC is still over 17s. MOBQ. Yeah, it's at 250 right now, 250. We'll see if it holds those spots. So buying calls or puts today, guys. And again, let me look at what the data shows here. So yeah, about 60% are bullish on AMC over the next month. 41% are bearish. Let me check out my Twitter here. I know we did a Twitter poll also. AMC rebound back over 20 over the next week. Join us live on stream right now to talk about it. Yeah, so up about 68% say yes. AMC does get back over 20 over the next 7 days. 31.5% say no. Basically, 32% said no. 68% said yes. In terms of will AMC reach $20 over the next week? And let me know if you guys want the link to that poll so you can vote. AMC had pretty neutral earnings. They had a mixed results, so they had a mixed. They did an earnings beat on one metric, which was, I believe, EPS, and then a sales miss for AMC. And so it was mixed results. And on both of those, they missed and beat by 1 cent. And so it was very neutral results for AMC. And AMC actually dropped a little bit from that earnings report. So if you look at AMC on the top right here, you can see AMC actually dropped a sizable amount. My guess is because if you look at AMC over the last 10 days, we've had some really bullish action over the last 10 days. And I think we had a lot of buys coming in here. And so when we had neutral results, people started taking profit. And again, what that might mean is that maybe we're going to start to see a resurgence of AMC over the following few days. Hopefully that's the case. But we're over 17 now. Let me know if you're buying it. SPY at 410s, testing that 410 level. MOBQ is okay. It's under VWAP now, though, so we just kind of got to chill. Here again, we got Apple down as well on this news. The market reacted pretty negatively to these numbers too. Draftkings reported good results this morning too. AMC dropper jump in first 15, trying to buy at the open. Yeah, so I saw the Ape catalyst. So yeah, they released a Ape dividend as a preferred share. Basically, it's a preferred unit called Ape. It stands for AMC preferred unit. And so basically, it's going to be a dividend that they pay out through a symbol APE. Is what kind of is going down with it. Good or bad thing? Do you think that's good or bad, guys? Let me know. SPY currently up to 410s. Currently up to 410s. We'll see if it holds those levels as well. All right, SPY rebounding a little bit. AMC still over 17s. Still over 17s. All right, guys. AMC at 1706 here. ApeCoin, yeah, but that's a cryptocurrency. So ApeCoin is a thing. This is a preferred equity or preferred unit. So it's a preferred. It's a dividend paid through essentially what like a share. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio as well. So one AMC share equals one Ape share. I'm gonna call it a share, but it's a preferred. It's a special share. Basically, they're paying a dividend through a basically another share called Ape. All right, Tesla dipping down to 908s, guys. 908.75s, dropping some. SPY is still consolidating pretty heavily from 409 to higher than that. We might buy a little bit more here. We'll wait. We'll wait. Yeah, but a lot of the time, it doesn't matter if he's trading 1 million shares or not. I'm not going to mention any specific names, but like what happens with gurus, guys, and again, just to understand this, what happens is that they target, if you look at everything they target, if every single stock that your favorite trader targets is an incredibly small, low float stock that kind of gaps up out of nowhere when they announce that they buy it, there's risk there. There's risk because when they announce that they sell it, it's going to crash down. You know, it's going to crash down a lot of the time. And there's just innate amounts of risk there. It's just not something that I'm personally wanting to get involved with because there's going to be too many rug pulls from that type of action. And we've seen it a lot. A lot of the time it happens at the opening bell, unfortunately. But yeah, ApeCoin has nothing to do with AMC. Ape is Bored Ape Yacht Club, cryptocurrency. Ape dividend is AMC's special dividend to be paid out through the symbol APE. Yeah, rug pulls for sure. Happens a lot. Rug pulls get halted, you know. AMC is at 1703s, watching that. Draftkings all the way down to 1720s here, and then Tesla under 910s, SPY up to 410s. All right, guys. Bro, Elon is just he doesn't hold anything back, bro. He doesn't hold anything back, dude. Elon talking about Lucid. Elon said, and I quote, talking about Lucid missing their second quarter results. Elon said, quote, I had more kids in quarter 2 than they made cars, end quote, Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Shots fired, bro. Damn, dude. You gotta kind of laugh at it. It's hilarious, but sheesh, man. Do you think AMC will bounce or dump today? I got it at 19, couldn't get out in after hours yesterday. I don't know. I actually think we might get a bounce today. I think that we dropped some uh, over a neutral earnings reaction, and so I think we could see a bounce. But again, I might just be wildly wrong, and AMC might just dump down. So no real idea. Good luck, brother. Hope you make money, man. Yeah. Uh, Trader Wealth. Yeah, I mean, it could run up, but unlikely that it's going to hit 20. It might. Again, it's all it's here's the thing though. It's almost certainly manipulation. Like if you look at HKD and you see how crazy HKD went, this is related to HKD. So AMTD is related to HKD. And so it has the volatility and historics to maybe run up big, but I wouldn't bet on it myself personally. It's just too much risk there. And this is a gambling play, you know. So if somebody's bag holding and sitting in this, there's just obscene amounts of risk for that. That's just a very gambling like trade that I'm not interested in getting involved with, unfortunately. You know, I'm not saying it won't do anything, but it's just it's not my cup of tea in terms of risk. Yeah, and so SPY pulling down, testing lows. And just to be fair, I mean, AMTD doesn't look super bad in pre-market today. I'm not saying it looks bad. I think the volatility, it's over VWAP, it's testing towards the highs. And so all of that looks good, man. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I just think I'm scared of AMTD to a certain extent. There's just too much risk in that regard, you know. And so whilst you could make money with it, you could also lose a boatload. And you know, unless you just have a huge account that you're willing to throw money at, it's probably not really healthy for accounts. Well, it was just this weird short squeeze, Michael, to where shorts couldn't cover their positions, and so shorts got stuck in the trade, and in turn, it just caused these big squeezes up for HKD is what happened. There's some more nuance behind it. Somebody else might be able to explain it more than I can, but what I know is that shorts were stuck in HKD, so shorts got stuck and were unable to exit, and that caused just this big monstrous short squeeze. And there was some sketchy, you know, almost certain manipulation going on by the company itself as well, though. And so there was just some weirdness going on with HKD. It's a overseas company, you know, kind of like Alibaba, and I just think there's, you know, almost certain manipulation in that type of move for HKD. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he does anything because really I don't know Manina. I don't really say names. What I do know is that certain people only target very low float stocks that are manipulatable, you know what I mean? And people might not understand, like, listen, if a stock has a million float, like a million in the float, that is tiny, that is incredibly small as a float size, right? And so if I've got 2,000 people watching me, 3,000 people watching me, plus whoever's in my chat room, plus whoever's in my Discord, and I announce to all those people, thousands and thousands of people, hey guys, I'm buying this million float stock, that is certainly going to make that stock run. That is certainly going to make that stock move. And so say it's like this, say I buy 50,000 shares of that stock. 20 minutes before I make that announcement, I kind of scale into a 50,000 share position. It's going to be in my best interest to announce that I'm in that position to my thousands and thousands of followers, and it's going to manipulate that stock. Almost certainly going to manipulate that stock. And so that's called front loading is what it is. And, you know, my guess is that it's very common, you know, in that regard, especially if you see a guru that only targets low float stocks. A lot of them are obscure too. So a lot of them are not moving before they announce that they're entering it. A lot of them are slow and choppy and not doing anything before they actually make that announcement. And so that's even more suspect in my opinion. And I think if you really look at it objectively and you ignore all the big promises of profit and gains and buy my course and all that stuff, I think it's pretty clear and self-evident, to be honest. But again, not going to mention names. Maybe I'm wrong there. All right, guys, let's do this here, team. 15 minutes into the opening bell, 15 minutes. Good luck. Green or red so far in pre-market this morning, guys? Let me know. We do have Tesla breaking lows down there at 906s. So Tesla testing and breaking lows. The SPY still trying to hold at 409.50. And again, we talked about 409.50, and look at how much this level was actually held in pre-market. And so we went back to a 10-day chart, and we looked at the most established level short-term relative to where we were, and it was 950. And again, look at these bounces off of 950. We called 950 here. Right here is where we called 950. And since we made that call, we have bounced off of that level over and over and over again. You know, especially if you look at the entire range around 950 here. Now, that's why technical analysis is very important as well if you can get good at it. Definitely top 3, you know. But yeah, let's see if we hold. You know, we'll see if we hold. We got some top range levels up there as well that we can pay attention to. You know, we got 99.50 here, 49.50. We're watching that. Our unemployment news really that bad? Well, they were good. You know, they were good numbers. We had lower than expected on unemployment, higher than expected payroll numbers. And so it was good. It was conventionally good. But again, current market, good is bad, bad is good. We're trying to lower inflation and raising rates. And so what we want to see is we want to discourage these type of numbers. And so when these numbers came out better than expected, everybody kind of freaked out and panicked. And that's why we dropped after that. Oh, they're almost always down the next day. All right, so HKD IPO underwriters allocated 16 million shares to brokers whose clients sold the IPO shares. So 16 million HKD shares were sold but never delivered, creating a multi-billion-dollar short positions. Okay, got you. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's the crazy HKD squeeze we got. Yeah, Tesla had a great conference yesterday. Shareholder meeting went well. They approved the 3-for-1 split. They also announced Cybertruck updates and stuff like that. So Tesla did good, but again, market kind of dumping Tesla down today. Tesla ran up pretty heavily over the last few weeks as well. So I think it was a lot of it was just baked in to a certain extent already. AMC consolidating here around $17. And we can look at this range between maybe $17.20 and $16.75 for AMC. There's this range that we're watching and paying attention to. So again, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let's keep on growing. We got this. We should continue to hopefully grow. Oh, man. And yeah, I appreciate everybody that took part of the AMC stream yesterday. Like I said, we had over 1,000 people there at one point. And so we appreciate the love, support, and growth. Again, we've been putting in the last few days. I would never, ever pressure you to subscribe to this channel. But if you don't subscribe, I'll hate you for life. Okay. And so do it now. Hit the subscribe button. Well, it's his competition, Menina, and so I think that's a little bit more justifiable. If you're the biggest if you're one of the largest companies in the world and you're the richest man in the world and your competition's out there trying to do better than you, then what are you going to do? You're going to troll your competition a little bit. I think it's a little bit understandable. I'm not saying that it's justifiable, but I understand why he did it. I'm just using all these I-able words. Yeah, like the video, guys. Draftkings, yeah, SQ dropped okay numbers. Here's SQ. I think SQ dropped better than expected numbers, and they dropped as well here. So yeah, here's SQ at 82.50s. And again, SQ dropped better than expected numbers. So yeah, SQ dropped 18-cent EPS beat versus a 17-cent estimate. Sales of 4.4 billion beat the 4.35 billion estimate. So yeah. But bad outlook for SQ. And so I might be considering a dip buy for SQ as well, but I don't know. We're going to wait and see what the market does today, especially with the CPI meeting coming out next week, or the CPI data dropping on Wednesday of next week. I think taking any sizable position leading up to that might cause some, volatility and risk to be there. And who knows? Hey, what's up, baller? Yeah, all good, man. Yeah, beach is fun, man. Good trader. What do you think about Lucid? I'm holding 1,000 shares. I think if you're gonna hold Lucid and you're gonna trade these, you gotta hold them long term, man. Again, I'm not telling you should. I don't know. I think there's risk holding long term, obviously, and I think most EV brands outside of Tesla and Neo are risky to hold. To be completely honest, I think it's going to be a long uphill battle. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And I hope you guys don't get mad at me for repeating myself. It's just it's my genuine argument for this, and so it's understandable. I think that I got to repeat it sometimes. But if you're going to buy an electric vehicle, what are you going to buy? Say that you had never traded stocks before. Right? Genuine question. Say you had never traded stocks before. You didn't know about any of these previous EV companies that are out there. You didn't know about Rivian. You didn't know about Lucid. You didn't know about Polestar. You didn't know about Neo. So say you didn't know about any of those and you wanted to buy an EV brand. What are you going to buy? Right? You're going to buy a Tesla. It's a status symbol. That's why people buy Teslas. It's because it's a status symbol. You're not going to buy XYZ, obscure EV brand. You're going to look like Clark Griswold in National Lampoon's Vacation if you do that. In their logic. I mean, I'm not saying that's true, but like, if you're going to buy an EV company, you're going to buy a Tesla if you don't know about these other ones. I think most people don't know about these companies. And when they research them, they're going to go with the bigger name, the bigger status symbol as an EV brand. And so a lot of these EV companies that are pre-production that have not really sold vehicles like that yet, they're vulnerable. I don't think they're going to have the consumer base to really justify a lot of them. I don't think people are going to buy them like they want. And I think Lucid's results in terms of production kind of showed that as well. And so, again, I think that's the argument against some of these companies. But if you believe in them, it's high risk, high reward. It's certainly risky, but like there could be a big reward payday if they do end up turning out to be successful. And so in my logic here, I think invest only what you're okay with losing in those companies, because I think that potential losses might be there, and so good luck. I hope you guys make some money. All right, guys, 8 minutes until the beautiful market opens on today. It's Friday. It is Friday. We just got the jobs numbers, and now we don't have ish to do because the market's dropping down. SPY is at 410s. Here, 410s. I disagree, Arter. I think most people that want to buy EV are going to go with Tesla. It is certainly the status quo when it comes to EV. And again, I think that confirmation bias is strong in these niche EV plays. I think people that are holding these niche EV companies, they want to confirm what they want to happen, which is the stock price to go up. And so I think they're overestimating the consumer base. And I think Lucid's numbers show that. Again, and I like Lucid. I think Lucid are beautiful cars. I think they're amazing cars. They're really nice. And I think the luxury aspect of Lucid might help it survive. I think luxury EV is kind of a sector, a hole in the market that we haven't really seen much of yet. And so I think that's a great thing for Lucid. I'm not hating on Lucid. What I'm saying is that it's going to be hard for them to make sales in the beginning. And I think that's very difficult for a company to survive long term if it lacks the customers that it wants. And again, I think when you consider that Tesla is a status symbol, and it certainly is, I don't think that's really arguable. Again, I think makes these other up and coming EV brands that are much less successful, much less known, much more obscure than Tesla vulnerable long term. And again, I think that's a pretty obvious and self-evident thing. But again, I might be wrong, And again, I think it is high risk, high reward as well. AMC up to 1710s, guys, 1710s. Pumping back up here. All right, maybe I am wrong, Arter. All good, man, all good. Yeah, but that's because they didn't believe in EV. Again, I'm not saying they're not going to succeed. I'm skeptical of their customer base and whether that's going to be enough to prop up their business long term. I don't think they do. I think actors and famous people might, but that's not enough to prop up their business. That's a very, very, very infinitesimally small percentage of people. So yeah. Yeah, I think also the other aspect of that, as JB said here, is that I think a lot of them are going to just go to already established conventional automotive brands that are going to start producing EV, like Ford and stuff like that. I think a lot of them are going to go to that instead. And so I think the consumer base for these up and coming EVs is very small. You know, and again, I think that's very self-evident in their numbers, and I don't think their numbers are arguable. I think it's obvious. What Lucid did, 1,400 in the first half of the year. That's it. It's 1,400 vehicles. It's not much, man. It's not much. And again, chat, let me know what you guys think. Genuine question. I might be wrong, but that's my logic, and I think it makes sense. GOVX, yeah, there's SQ. Here's GOVX trying to pump at the 320s, 320s. All right, guys, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes. Yeah, I think most actors and famous people are going to buy Tesla plaids and stuff like that, as opposed to, some obscure EV brand that they've never heard of. You know what I mean? Unless that brand comes to them and wants to like sponsor them or whatever, give them a free car. And again, we could have these discussions, and they're great discussions. Just as long as you're not like, again, please just don't get mad at me. If you're mad at me for believing this, you're way too emotional about your own positions. You're way too emotional about your own holdings. So again, it's a conversation. I might be wrong. Definitely could be wrong, but it's just not something that I'm confident enough to invest in long term for these companies. At least for most of them. There's some that I like. AMC just rejected at 1720s, back down under 17s now. Yeah, GOVX down to 330s. 220s for DRCT. And again, I think a lot of that logic of like thinking that they have this huge customer base is just because people are holding the stock. Like if you're holding the stock, of course you want to believe that, that they've got these big wide array of consumers that want these vehicles. But again, I think when you look at their actual numbers don't lie. Numbers go through all the fluff, all the speculation, and just show you the truth about them, which is that they're just not producing that many vehicles, most likely because they don't have a big customer base for them, Yeah, I like Lucid and Rivian, to be honest, man. I think whenever Amazon gets behind a company, I like it. Lucid's carving out the luxury EV space, so I like it. I'm not hating on these brands, but I think vulnerability-wise, if I was going to take a position in those, it would only be a position that I was willing to lose. Because I think if you're going to hold it, you got to hold it long-term. And if you're going to hold it long-term, you got to be okay with risking everything that you're investing in it long-term, because there's a chance that it just doesn't work. '93 Civics used to get 45 miles per gallon, and we're not hybrid cars. Yeah, but the amount of electronics that are putting on even gas-powered vehicles are very high now, and that's going to require more power in that regard. But yeah, I think in terms of EV, it's simply just more efficient vehicles as well. I think when you look at it objectively, Tesla Plaid runs a 9-second flat quarter-mile stock. That is obscenely fast, obscenely efficient, gets way better gas mileage. And so I think EV is clearly the future, just in terms of efficiency. And of course, big oil and gas investors, traders, and executives don't want that to be the case. But I think it's clear that EV is the future in that regard. All right, team. All right, guys, here's the opening bell. Good luck, team. Let's make some money today, guys. Again, SPY over 409.50s. We bounced off of that level like 5 times. And again, guys, you remember I called this level before we bounced off of it. There's the opening bell, guys. There's the opening bell. SPY pushing up to 410s. AMC dipping down to 1690s, guys, 1680s. Looking at Draftkings to see what it does. Draftkings at 1780s. SPY's trying to move up. We got Tesla up there. We got AMC making moves as well here. Again, a lot of people watching what was it, AMTD today. AMTD breaking highs, getting up there. It's at 520s for AMTD, 520s. Let's see if it continues. All right, AMC dumping down to 1675s. All right, guys, so AMTD dumping down here. AMC is down to 1650s here, guys. 1650. SPY is popping up. It's at 410s. Tesla at 910s. So we're going to let things stabilize a little bit, I think, first. We're not going to poke too hard right now leading into any of this. We're going to let the market stabilize some. It's been very kind of choppy market, especially at the open the last few weeks. And so we're going to kick back, wait, and see what we get. SPY pumping up, though. It's at 410s, holding at that 409.50 level. AMTD is breaking down. AMC might pull a red to green move here. It's testing VWAP now, trying to get back over VWAP. It's at 1680s. 1680s. Tesla just broke lows. I think that might drag the market down. We're looking at the Q as well here to see what we get. Q pumping up too with it. Really extended it down below VWAP for the Q, for the SPY, after these numbers dropped. So GOVX. GOVX is up. It's at 340s, guys. 340s. AMC broke over that level. Let's watch for a red to green move on AMC. Let's look at 17 to see if it actually holds here. 17. GOBX is up to 350s right now. 350s. TBLT. TBLT not really doing that much. GOVX, still looking at AMTD. Starting to come back as well. It's at $5 here. And again, we did bounce right off of 17 for AMC. We're also getting over some of those big support and resistance levels that we couldn't previously. So yeah, we're getting over some of those levels here too. All right, SPY up to 410s, guys. SPY up to 410s. Q rebounding here as well. So we're getting some bullish action. We're not quite, you know, we're a little bit too much under VWAP. We're not quite above VWAP for that bullish sentiment for me to be super optimistic about taking any long positions yet. Now, Apple, baby, looks a little bit better. So we might buy a little bit of Apple here. All right, so yeah, we are in 50 shares of Apple. Took 50 shares of Apple on this dip. There we go. There we go. All right, Apple dips under VWAP, though. We're just going to cut it. There we go. All right, so we're in Apple with 50 shares. Both a little dip to the VWAP here. Watching the SPY pump up. Could add a little bit more to Apple, I guess. I like the bullish strength coming in, but we'll wait. We'll see if we can get a powerful move up. SPY hitting VWAP now. All right, we're going to cut that. I just made about 10 bucks there, a little bit less than 10 on Apple. We'll rinse and repeat if it sets up well enough. AMTD still struggling. Look at AMC fly at 1060s, guys, 1070s. All right, guys, so AMC flying up here. Tesla, try to get back over VWAP here, but there's Apple rip. AMC ripping up too. SPY ripping up strong. SPY has not had a red day since the opening bell here. What about GOVX? GOVX flying up to at 350s. We might buy a pullback for Apple, but I think we just got to chill and wait here also. Tesla trying to get back over VWAP here. Q is looking pretty strong with the market as well. No red candles yet for the SPY. GOVX is pumping up. Just kind of sitting back waiting here. KSPN. Yeah, at 580s, 580s. We got the SPY at 411s here dipping down a little bit. I might take a position here. Getting a pullback. All right, but we bought the pullback in the SPY, 25 shares. See if it actually holds. Q getting rejected at VWAP too. That might not be a good sign though. We'll buy Apple here too. See if we can ride a pop up too. All right, so we're in 50 shares of Apple again. We're also in the SPY also. All right, cut on Apple, sold. About break even on the SPY. There we go. All right, we cut the Apple trade. Try to give the SPY time to hold VWAP here. We can move back up to there maybe on the SPY is what we're looking at. About break even here on the SPY. Nothing huge yet. Mostly break even on the day too. Now we're going to cut that. I just missed on that gain. That's okay. Pretty close to break even now though, so you love to see it. We'll take that. AMD's been treating it pretty well too. All right, we're scalping AMD. We just caught this huge breakout at AMD. Just made about $9 there too. So green on the day now. Slightly green, but green nonetheless. Apple dipping down a little bit. We're going to cover by this and see if we get a pop back up. Just 25 shares this time for Apple. AMC dipping down. KSPN still halted. There's GOVX just flying up too. Look at GOVX up there to 360s. AMC starting to pump back up as well. There goes the market starting to move back up. Maybe I should have bought a little bit more of Apple, but that's okay. Good momentum coming in for Apple, but break even on this trade now. Again, got ourselves to green on the day. We're going to see if we can have a green Friday. There we go. All right. Made a little bit on Apple right there. Watching the Q try to break over VWAP now too. AMD has been ramping up too. SPY pushing up. Yeah, all good, brother. All right, SPY starting to move. SPY's getting close to the high of the day. SPY just broke highs of the day. We scalped the SPY a little bit there too. Let's start to size up a little bit now. We've had some good results so far. Might attack the Q if it sets up with a pullback or something like that. SPY just broke highs. Rip it up here. GOVX dipping down some. Apple pumping up too. Watching Netflix as well here. Netflix is looking less healthy than some of these other ones. What about Meta? Meta's looking good. Meta's actually leading the market in some ways, breaking highs. I might buy this short term in the Q. See if we get a quick little pop back up on the Q. 321 can be a good risk, and if it doesn't work, fine. GOVX with a big pullback there. I see we bought the Q. We're in 50 shares, a little bit larger position. See if we get a pop here and hold at the VWAP. That's what we're doing. There we go. Cut it. Riding this up now too. There we go. Cut it. All right, so scalping pretty well today. Up about $20, a little bit less, but we were already down about 20 before the bell. So we're up about 40 since the opening bell, so not too bad for 10 minutes, about $40 in 10 minutes. We'll take that. GOVX dipping down to the VWAP here. AMC consolidating over 750, so that's nice. SPY just broke highs as well. Meta pulling back some. All right, guys, getting that other dip in the queue now. I'm going to wait. This is two big up wicks, so it might indicate some downward pressure coming in on the queue. So we're just going to chill and wait a little bit. I should have gotten into my little dip by here. Apple is looking a little bit less extended up here. So we're going to take a small position of Apple and maybe scale in down to the 164.25 level if we can. There's 50 shares. Just kind of hanging out here, a little bit green on Apple. Nothing too crazy yet, though. Just giving it some time. Q rejecting here at VWAP, so try to be patient with this. Slightly green in the Apple. Try to be patient with this move, though. Also scalping a little bit from the SPY as well, catching this move up. There we go. Nice. Got out the SPY. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, man, I didn't have as much as I thought I did there for Apple. We're still in 50 shares. Luckily, I just kind of hedged it with some SPY trades. The longer this takes, the less confident I am, and I'm going to get ready to cut it. Yeah, we're going to cut it. It might fake me out, but I've already made enough to where I'm not super concerned about that. GOVX and AMC still kind of holding there. Ah, man, maybe I should have held it. We're going to jump right back in here. All right, so we're in 50 shares of Apple. Jumping right back in after getting a little bit faked out on the first one. Sometimes these are my best trades where I jump right back in. There we go. We'll take half off there. Give it time. Maybe add it back when I dip. Depends on what the market does here. Q, I really like to see the Q get back over VWAP before we take any sizable upward trades. Yeah, Tesla approved the 3-for-1 split. I just kind of sitting back at Disney, or not Disney, Apple. Waiting for something to happen here. Not going to go crazy with it, but just kind of sitting back. Hopefully we'll get some good moves. There we go, green. Just scalped another gain on the SPY, so that's nice. GOVX is starting to run back up. We'll see if the Q can get back up there. This Apple trade's taking a little bit too long for me, and I don't like the down wick on the SPY there. So we're going to get out. Might be faking us out, but we've already made our money. Up about 35 on the day. So slowly grinding it up about 14 minutes into the day. So 35 plus 20, so that's 55 in the first 14 minutes in terms of day trading potential. Watching the Q here too. GOVX is at 360s. remember, guys, you can get 40% off the Top Step Combine. So like if you see me trading like this and you want to trade like I am, you can on Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. And so they give you a demo. If you can hit their target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, they'll fund you between 50 up to over 100K with an 80% split. This company is regulated, located in the US. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And it's a great way to help support the channel. Again, if you look at the E-mini here, for instance, if you look at the Q or the SPY, I'll put up the SPY. If you could put up the SPY and then you look at the E-mini, it's the exact same price action here. You can see this is the same as this. Look at this. So this is the same as this, and you can trade this bottom chart with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability, longing ability, all that good stuff with no PDT rule in the futures market. And Top Step is the gold standard. They have 40% off right now because they are they've been around for over 10 years. And so if you want to check out Top Step, again, I'll post this link. Great way to help support the channel. Again, right now you get 40% off Top Step. So pretty dope. And again, here's the link in chat. I'll post it here. Yeah, Apple pump it up. Maybe I should have taken that position, but the SPY just dipped pretty quickly here. So we're not going to take anything yet. We got out a little bit of the SPY there, but again, pretty green day so far. Just kind of hanging out, waiting for some better momentum to show up. The SPY is actually testing these lows right now. But yeah, here's the Top Step link right there in chat if you guys see it. All right, so the SEC is reportedly investigating every crypto exchange and the largest crypto exchange in the world, Binance, as well. So the SEC is looking into crypto. Thoughts on that, guys? Do y'all think that's good or bad? There's no it's 160 minus 40%, I think, if you use my link, is the first monthly fee. And I think you get like 50% off of resets too, or something going on like that. It's something like that. All right, so we're gonna buy a small 25 share position on the SPY here, just a little trade. See if we'd ride a quick little bounce up to test the highs up here in the range. But yeah, the base one, I think you get 40% off right now. It's their 10-year anniversary. So again, Top Step's been around a long time too. So they've been around for 10 years now. They're kind of the gold standard of funded account program in futures. They're who everybody else copies off of. And so you know they actually fund people if they can hit their targets because they've been around the longest. And again, they're kind of who everybody else copies off of. All right, so we took profit here. We're kind of close to break even now on the SPY. I mean, I don't really need to get funded in futures because I just trade, like you could see me here. Today I've traded 325 shares of the SPY alone. So just in terms of buying power here, we have traded 133,000 in buying power today on the SPY alone. So like I don't need to get funded in futures, which is why y'all don't see me really pushing towards it. Like if people have small accounts, they're usually the ones who want to get funded. And so yeah, so I have a large enough account to where I can just buy the sell the SPY directly. But if you don't and you have a small account, maybe you're newer and you want to try to get funded, check out Top Step. It's really dope. It's super useful to get around the PDT rule, the futures market. Like if I didn't have a $30,000 no PDT account, I would trade futures probably on Top Step, All right, guys, so we're in the SPY here. Good, because we need crypto regulation. Yeah, I think it's good for the market long term. It might cause some short-term pain, of course, but I think it's good for the market long term. All right, SPY ripping up here, guys. So this little baby trade starting to treat us even better now. There we go. Go ahead and cut that. So good day here. Like I said, we're up about 40. Yeah, Cal, I think I think Draftkings was the time to buy it was a few weeks ago. I don't know if it's right now. I think Draftkings is up big already on on their earnings and big up on the day already now. So like, I don't know if the right time to buy it is right now, just basing it off of extension, but maybe. I think 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago, is probably the better time to buy it, leading up to the earnings report, leading up to football season and all that stuff. What about it, Menina? Hey, you as well, Michael. Thank you, brother. You as well, man. All right, so with Apple, we might look to buy a dip if we go a dip down to here, but until then, we're going to wait. Market's pumping up. John, up 80% on your Draftkings call since May at 10. Nice, man. Hey, congrats, bro. Good trade, man. While I don't really recommend people copy me or follow me, I'm happy if you made money, brother. Apple still pumping up. Should have bought the dip. Draftkings ramping up too. Market's flying here, guys. AMC up to 1750s as well. Market pumping up here, guys. Pump it up. Draftkings pumping up, man. Big momentum coming through here. Big momentum. Yeah, Mo. Yeah. NVIV still halted? Yeah, there's a few other Pin Gaming. Daniel. Yeah, Pin, P-E-N-N. All right, we're going to start to scale into a sizable Apple position here. We might just cut it if it ends up getting too high up there anyway, buying the dip here for Apple. We call it the little momentum bounce, but I don't know if it's hold. Our goal is to buy a pullback here and slowly scale into maybe like 100 or more shares down to this 164.50 level or so. So there we go. We're going to take another position here, 50 shares of Apple. We'll kind of scale in and out of it as we need to. I'm going to take a piece and then maybe add back on a dip. We're going to go ahead and take that piece and then maybe add it back on Apple. We just didn't get the big pullback that we wanted to in order to justify scaling in at those levels, I think. There we go. There's the dip. We're going to add it right back to this level here now, guys. 25. It's like 50. Maybe need a little bit more on Apple. There's 75. And there's 100. Might get in like 150 here of Apple or so, give or take. Again, we built up some cushion. I'm going to take a swing now. It might bring us right back to square one or zero or bring it to a losing day, but I want to take a larger swing here for Apple now. And so again, my plan was to add and scale into this at 164.50. If you guys remember the beginning of the trade, we're in 125 shares of Apple currently. SPY bouncing up. That should drag this up, hopefully. There we go. Trying to add one more lot here if we can. All right, there's 150 shares. Trying to be patient. SPY bumping up too. SPY looks good. Q is starting to turn. I guess it's getting dragged down here. And like I said, this might bring me back to break even on the day, which it has so far, unfortunately. And we'll wait, again, we're trying to buy the dip and see if we can move back up there. Oh, man, this song is playing twice in my playlist. Let me fix it. Fubo. Big bounce here for Apple. Got back to close to green. All right, we're gonna take 200 shares here. So we're in 200 shares of Apple. Like I said, we built up a cushion on the day. We can take some swings with it now. Let the market consolidate. Draftkings is actually pumping up, breaking highs again. What's causing the tech market to fall? I see the Q falling. Tesla is breaking lows. Okay, that is what's causing this. Yeah, we got our risk level down here. Still green on the day, but definitely not as green. Tesla is what's kind of dragging the market down, unfortunately, breaking lows. We're going to get ready to cut it. Again, we break under this level, we got to cut it. Hopefully Tesla starts to come back. Draftkings is actually pumping up, breaking highs here. So Draftkings looking really, really nice. Got dipped down to 1850s and then bounced back. GOVX just pumped up as well. SPY just bounced too. Hopefully the Q can follow it up, which is what tech related, All right, market bounced it up a little bit. Look at GOVX at 380s. AMC still up to almost $18 here. Been moving really nicely today. Yeah, still sitting here. NVIV. I thought NVIV was halted. Right, so yeah, NVIV at 870s. Okay, so it resumed. Craziness up to $9. What's going on there? GOVX is moving too. Yeah, for sure. Why don't you play a moving stock? Well, if you're talking to me, mostly because I have my niche. I trade large caps. Apple's moving. Apple's been moving all day. If you're asking me why don't I trade penny stocks, just because there's an innate amount of risk that I'm not really comfortable with trading them most of the time. You can make big money. You can also lose tons of money. And to be honest, once you have a large enough account, there's a reason like big hedge fund players don't really trade penny stocks. It's because the edge is small and it's really gambly in nature, and so with that, I just kind of stay away from them. We watch them, and if they're big moves, we cover them. But there's just so much risk that comes with these that usually the risk reward isn't justifiable. All right, nice. We just took half off there. We were patient with our Apple trade, and now it's paying us really nicely. There we go. All right, so we're up about $40 on Apple. That makes us up about, since the opening bell, we're actually up about 70 on the day, 60 to 70. So we'll take it. We were patient. Yeah, again, I mean, listen, I think a lot of new traders get wrapped up into trading penny stocks, and even though they keep losing on them, They just kind of keep trading them over and over and over again without really thinking about, hey, is this really working for me? A lot of the time it's because they get pressured by YouTubers and influencers that are pumping up their own positions with penny stocks and then selling them on their unexpected following. And so it's just not really a good move most of the time, especially not investing in penny stocks. You can swing trade momentum, but there's high amounts of risk. And a lot of people, once they have a large enough account, just don't trade penny stocks anymore because of the innate amount of risk there. Now, sure, I could get a bigger following maybe if I promoted penny stocks, but like, I'd rather just promote what I actually trade. And we still cover them, we still watch them, but like, in the end, again, no offense, but I see penny stocks a lot of the time, especially if you're investing in them, as like a sucker's bet. It's what new, naive, young traders end up doing because they think they don't have enough money to buy large caps. And so they end up just kind of investing into these terrible companies that end up eventually going to zero. And they just keep on doing it because sometimes it's kind of like a pyramid scheme. People can keep losing money in a pyramid scheme over and over and over again. If you try to tell them, hey, you're getting ripped off, this is a scam, they get mad at you for it. And also, they keep kind of lying to themselves like, yeah, well, I put so much work in this already, I got to keep pushing in this pyramid scheme, and they never end up making money. And that's very, very similar to penny stocks, to be honest. Very similar. Now again, you can scalp momentum, that's fine, but there's high amounts of risk with that too. Yeah, but what I'm saying though, Menina, and again, try to objectively listen. I'm not saying that you're wrong, okay? What I'm saying is I have 120,000 in buying power. Like, I don't need to gamble at penny stocks anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. I have a large enough account to where I don't do that anymore. And again, the edge, objectively speaking, the edge is better trading large cap stocks in both day trading and swing trading, and certainly investing. It is to a certain degree subjective, but the edge is far better in large caps, and not even arguable for most people. Most people understand. You know what I mean? It's just the edge is better. Again, a lot of new traders get stuck because their penny stocks are sensationalized, right? But most people fail at them. In the end, most of these companies are going to fail. And so it's like a lot of new traders get stuck. Again, I'll put it this way: actual profitable trading is not super exciting. Actual profitable, safe trading is not exciting. If it's too exciting, if your heart's beating too fast, it's probably gambling. No offense. But if your heart's beating really fast and it gets super exciting and all these crazy moves and you're just super excited about it, then there's probably a gambling nature involved with it. And so again, I know it might not be fun to hear for a lot of penny stock traders, but that's the truth, man. They're just highly, highly risky. I don't have a 100K account. I've got 30K. But yes, Menina. And again, to follow this up, Menina, yes, it's a very small percentage, which is great. You can follow a guru that's trying to sell you a course, that's claiming to make thousands of dollars a day on a $10,000 account. But you better believe, you keep trading like that, you're going to lose your account. Like, you're going to lose your account. Like, of course, it looks good. It's easy to sell courses claiming to make $1,000 a day. Those people inevitably lose their account. They're just selling you stuff. They're selling you courses. Don't be gullible. Like, those people are selling you courses, and they have to trade risky and large in order to sell you those things, because real trading is boring. And real trading, in order to justifiably, just to put this in perspective, in order to safely make $1,000 a day, you need like $500,000 in your account. Don't get it twisted. If in order to safely make that much money without risking your account, every trade you're getting involved with, you need $500,000, at least $500,000. All right. And now, of course, people are going to say, look, I can make $100 a day at this, right? And if my account's 30K, just to put this into perspective, if my account is 30K, right, and I make $100 a day, give or take, right? $100 is 0.3% of my account, right? 0.3% of my account, right? So 0.333% of my account, right? I do that 20 times a month. That's 6% a month. I do that 12 times a year, or that's 80% a year. If you think that 80% a year is a small percentage return on any type of trading or investing, no offense, but you're brainwashed by gurus. All right. 80% is incredibly large. If the hedge funds could make 80% a year, they would be a ton of billionaires out there, you know? And so it's like, even if you do 50%, and you say you make 40% a year, 40% is an amazing return on an annual basis. Amazing return. And the only people, a lot of penny stock traders, the only reason a lot of these penny stock traders think it's not is because they are being sold courses by gurus who have an innate interest in being dishonest with them in order to sell them courses. Because if you tell people, hey, look, you're not going to be able to make that much, it's going to be slow, you'll probably lose, nobody's going to buy their course. And so what do? They have to say, look at me, I'm making $500 or $1,000 a day with my small account. Now let me sell you a course on how to do it. You know, like, that's the truth of it, you know? Ugh. $10 a day is not $2,000 a month. Your math is off there. Anyways, hope that makes sense. I hope people truly listen to what I just said, because again, the stock market has so much sensationalism out there. So much sensationalism, you know. It is incredibly difficult to make anything over 30% a year. The S&P 500 gives you what, 8 to 12% on an annual basis? And so if you're making better than that, you're doing great. Okay, don't get it twisted. You're doing great. Doesn't matter if it's day trading, swing trading, investing. If you're making over 8% a year, you're doing great. Yeah. And so you got to have reasonable expectations for your trading. And people that sell courses, they can't be honest about expectations, because if they were, nobody would buy their course. You know, it's a lot easier to tell people they can get rich in the stock market and then sell them a course on how to do so than be honest with them about it. Anyways, Apple dipping down. Yeah, we're gonna see what we get. Apple dipping down, Q's pulling back some. Draftkings still ramping up big. And again, I have these conversations so people really get it. They understand, because not everybody does. And again, it's people get really emotional when I tell them these things, because I'm attacking their dreams, man. I'm shooting down their dreams. They think that they're gonna take 5,000 and then just make 6 figures from that in 2 months because they're buying some guru's day trading course. And when you try to talk somebody out of that, you're attacking their dreams. You're shooting them down. They get really emotional and upset because they desperately want to believe that it's real. You know, it's like a pyramid scheme. They desperately want to believe that all the time and money that they've invested into this scheme is going to pay them out in the future. But unfortunately, it's not, you know. Anyways, all right, so we're dipping down for Apple here. We're going to buy this dip, 25 shares, just small percentages, see if we can ride this move up. Well, I got $30,000 account, Menina, a $30,000 account, you know, so it's a little bit different. But again, the size of my account doesn't matter. You know, it comes down to, like, the larger you trade, the more risk you're taking. You know, you want to make $1,000 a day, that's fine if you do it once or twice. You try to do that every day, you're going to destroy your account within a few weeks, you know, and yeah, but it's not easy to sell a course on that. You know what I mean? And so what do they have to do? They have to act like they're doing it every day, and it's easy to sell a course when you do, you know. I'm going to cut this. Yeah, and even honestly, Joshua said you need at least 500K to make $1,000 a day. Even that's probably pretty risky to do that with 500K as well, to be completely honest. You know, what is that, 0.5% a day? You know, that's still kind of a lot, to be real, you know. And so at the end, it's just kind of like, just understand, be okay with trading small, guys. You know, trade small, miss small, you know. And of course, the follow-up is going to say, yeah, but you trade small, you miss big. You trade small, you make small, and that's true. But when you try to make too much in the stock market, you lose. Yeah, y'all subscribe. I mean, no, you can try to make $1,000 with a $1,000 account. and you might be able to, but the odds of success are probably at least 4 to 1 that you're going to lose that account. Probably more than that. And so you can try to make $1,000 a day with a $10 or $20 or $30,000 account. That's an incredibly large percentage of your overall account that you're trying to return in profit per day. And so, sure, you might be able to do it once or twice by kind of doubling down on your losses and adding to your losses until they go green. But eventually that's not going to work. And eventually your account's going to go bye-bye. And that's what people really need to understand. JB, safely you do, in my opinion, but it's subjective, I guess, and again, we can say, hey, well, I'm making that much on penny stocks. And it's like, look, if you want to do so safely, you need a big account to make $1,000 a day. Penny stocks are incredibly volatile and risky, and again, if people were really making that much, there's a reason hedge funds don't target them, How do you feel about day trading options? As long as it's not like a tiny time frame. Like, you can day trade options, that's fine. But like, if you're trying to scalp options, at least on my personal experience as a scalper myself, incredibly difficult to make money. Spreads too much slippage. All right, guys, we're also going to put it in sub-only mode here. We are going to put it in sub-only mode. So everybody announce yourself. Sub-only mode is going live right now. Announce yourself. Show how supportive you are. Everybody hit that subscribe button. Show up in the chat to show you're subscribed to the channel here. Announce yourself. Help support our free trading content. Appreciate the love and support, guys. Apple ripping up towards highs, man. Market looking great today. AMC kind of at 1740s. The other thing I want to follow this up with, like if you're struggling day trading, I do want to follow this conversation up because it's an important conversation to have. But if you're struggling day trading, you don't have to day trade. Swing trading can be incredibly profitable. I know my man Money Mitch over there just had some great swing trades on Draftkings by getting in because he used sympathy. He said, okay, football season's about to start. Draftkings might move up with that, and I think he had a great trade from it. You can do the same thing with video game conferences. You can do the same thing with sympathy in a lot of different ways. And so swing trading can be more powerful than day trading in a lot of ways. And I know day trading is romanticized heavy, but swing trading requires less technical skill. You don't need to use technicals as much. You can base it purely off of extension, which I guess is technical, but you can look at fundamental health sectors and play it off of that. Judge extension by oversold stocks and buy them up. And I think a lot of people are going to be able to swing trade better than they're going to be able to day trade. I just think day trading is romanticized more. Crypto as well. If you want to check out one of the ways we keep the stream free is by promoting and having sponsors and affiliates, and BitGet is one of them. You can see BitGet here. They do have a trading competition going on right now with airdrops and a lot of cool stuff. If you look at BitGet, they have crypto deposits, person-to-person trading. You can do third-party trading, so you could use Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, Google Pay. They have USDT futures, USDC futures, CoinM futures, demos, so you can paper trade futures as well. And in the futures market, there's no PDT rule. So you can day trade short and futures. You can trade all of these with leverage. They'll give you up to 125x leverage. And so if you hate Bitcoin, you can short it. If you like Bitcoin, you can go long on it with leverage, just like the stock market. And again, there's no PDT rule here. You can also build bots and algorithmic trading here. You can see that here. You can see spot trading, and you can build futures trading with grids and add algorithmic bots and all that stuff here as well, and do all that cool stuff. They have copy trading, where a lot of people are going to find value. Again, if I go to Copier's P&L, you can see the traders that are just killing it in the market. This person, Judy here, made $11,000 to $12,000 for copy traders. She's earned $254,000 herself. And you can copy these guys trade for trade. If you go to follow, you can set stop losses, all that good stuff as well. They just added a $200 million protection fund for the users, and their mission is to inspire and the world to embrace crypto. and they provide them with safe and secure trading environment when trading on our platform. It's committed to maintaining an emergency issuance reserve of $200 million for users. And so transparent, reliable. You can check more of it out there, but you can also do crypto savings. They do crypto savings here with Dot, giving you annual returns as well. BGB, you can do launch pads, allowing you to get in early on some of these tokens before they go live. And the crypto market has been volatile lately. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money there, but a great way to help support the channel is by checking that out. And I'll post this link here as well. Great way we subsidize the channel. We keep everything free. And so it's a great way we help subsidize the channel and ultimately, help subsidize the channel here, Beginner Trading. So if you want to check that out, here is the link. I think I accidentally posted the wrong link for Top Step earlier, but that's okay. But if you want to check it out, here's the link. Maybe JB, but the problem is that you can make 1K on individual days. Sure, you can make 1K with a $1,000 account on individual days, but the more you try to do so, the odds are less and less in your favor. So like, yeah, you might be able to get away with it a few days to make $1,000. If you continually try to make $1,000 a day on a small account, you're going to destroy that account eventually. Okay, well, we appreciate it, Baller. Thank you, brother. All right, guys. So yeah, market rip it up. Good green day to end the week here for me. Good solid green day for me to end the week. Yeah, not a bad day here, guys. Not a bad day. We will take it. And yeah, we'll see what we get today, guys. Good luck. Appreciate the love and support that we get every day here on Beginner Trading. Market flying up today. Q is up. So hopefully we get some good days moving forward in the market here, guys. And yeah. Make sure we got Top Step set up. The other thing I want you guys to go do is check out Stonk.tech. Stonk.tech is an up-and-coming trading social media platform that's actually going to have experts, and I don't even like the word experts, but also tools for traders to use. It connects you with star traders, helps you advance trading skills, has free professional tools for everyday investors. A lot of people are talking about it here. You can see Bloomberg, Benzinga, NASDAQ, Yahoo Finance. A lot of people talking about them. It's the social media designed for everyday investors and traders. And again, you can check it out. You can join the wait list. They are a sponsor of our video, guys. And so I do consider it a favor if you join the wait list for Stonk. Here's the link. Check them out. Now that I'm done selling out here, y'all hit the subscribe button, guys. We really appreciate it. Good luck today. Love you all. Again, we'll be back bright and early Monday morning. We got some fun earnings next week. We got the CPI meeting that we're going to cover here live. You're going to be able to watch it all as it unfolds. We got all the big earnings next week from Disney and a bunch of other ones coming out next week as well. And again, everything we do here is free. We don't charge a penny. Sometimes we promote sponsors and affiliates as a way to subsidize the channel, of course. But everything we do here is free, guys. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Y'all go sub to Beginner Crypto as well. Here's the Beginner Crypto link. Sub to Beginner Crypto. We certainly appreciate it if you can. Definitely consider it a favor if you do sub to Beginner Crypto. And here's the link for that as well. Good luck, guys. Appreciate the love. Have a good day. And again, if you guys disagree with me there, it's all good. Manina, like I said, it's all good. It's all love here. It is a subjective thing in terms of risk tolerance. And so it's all good. It's all good. And again, I'm not trying to be some super expert professional trader. Like, I'm just trying to create a resource in a community media channel for trading, So it's like, I don't want that smoke. I don't want that pressure on me. I would rather just be able to trade, and not claim to be anything and just build a community of traders that are real instead of trying to pretend like I'm some super expert trader and live up to the facade of that and sell a course or something like that. That's just not really what I'm about. I'd rather sleep good at night, give people free information and, make money while I do it. And I think that's what we do here. So good luck. Again, love you all. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. And yeah, good luck.